And hey guys, and welcome to our Schmoedown reflection, I guess we're calling this. So basically what we're doing with this is we are going to rewatch last year's Schmoedown Spectacular in anticipation for this Friday's Schmoedown Spectacular 2. I am joined here today by my awesome panel. Matthew Kearns, how are you?
Dude, I'm excited, okay? I haven't been able to wear this stuff since Wolves of Steel versus Above the Line. Mark Riley's playing, and yeah, he lost. Don't remind me, people on the pages. All right, just let me have my excitement.
Exactly. And I'm also joined by our newest member, Malcolm. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited to rewatch this and watch the moment Patriots started their domination of the tag division. So it's going to be fun.
Exactly. There is a lot in this. There is a lot that happens in this spectacular that we are still feeling today. Chris Clark, what are you excited for this match?
I am so excited for the five-way that happens at the end of this video. I think we all know the outcome of that match and the fact that the single greatest champion of the Schmoedown was given birth to in this match. We're gonna pretend this last season never happened. He is still champion. You guys are lying. Anything that happened, this, it's just a dream. It's all just a dream. So this is going to be great. And the formation of the four. This is just going to be so awesome. I can't wait.
All right, guys. Well, here we go. We will hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
The old logo. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't really change that long ago.
I liked it. I want all the belts. I want all the records. We show up, we bust bracket.
Wow.
Be in the Schmoedown Spectacular because we deserve to be there.
Yeah, you guys do.
Yeah.
Just like you deserve to be in this one. I mean, like, just the fact that we're able to reflect on this and like not that this is the first time watching, like, just Harloff talking about this and just like this idea of all these matches are going to be in one video split across two, but like 1 4-hour bonanza. It's like,
it is.
We couldn't imagine it.
But remember, like, the build-up for this, we had just, so to give anyone who can't remember context, we had just finished the tournament about a month earlier.
Yeah. I mean, you also have to remember that this was literally the best of the best in the Schmoedown going at it. Like,
exactly. But the big thing now the first match I think we have is the Inner Geekdom Championship, and the big thing
no, I
that
think
everyone
that's the last. I think it's Trek ETC is the first, but yeah, the big was who's the fifth competitor.
Yeah, who's the fifth competitor? This was the first match that we'd ever gotten where we didn't know who a competitor was.
And some people were we'll talk about it when we get to it, but you know, I was happy with what the reveal was. Wasn't exactly what I was thinking, but I was happy with it. Some people weren't, but you know.
Lots of booze, drugs, and alcohol. That's right. Listen, this is a thing started in 2014. It was a little silly game show with JT mispronouncing Triceratops. I remember that. So much nonsense going on.
Man.
And the fans have gotten involved. And now we have
Oh my.
two matches that mean a lot in the scale.
Yeah, this is just insane.
And a really cool crowd. Look at this crowd. Look at these people. Unbelievable.
This was also, I think Riley Merle was the first match where they really showed a crowd was there, but and this was the second time that they showed that there was a big crowd watching a match.
We don't see the
thing though, like that crowd there doesn't include Late to the Party, which is now like a huge thing. Like nearly every single one of these events, Late to the Party is there. Like there's a lot of it's amazing just how much 12 months changes. This
Exactly.
whole thing.
Yeah.
wow.
Team ETC, I hated.
Can you believe? Like, we'll get to that.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
ETC were a #1 contenders match.
Yeah.
All because of Dewberry.
Exactly.
Also, when you see how Ricky plays in this match, you go, they were #1 contenders.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is literally Ricky's worst match ever. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge match for me. That he gets the revenge later on, so it works out.
When he goes to Russia, he's lifting the dirty weights. He's in a barn lifting heavy wood. Meanwhile, John Roca living high on the hog. We think he still owns a horse of some sort. He's going to be a tough one to beat. Speaking about John Roca and that horse, he's got the 4 horsemen running around with him.
Yeah, Roca.
That it just started. That like in the Bibbs and Draco match, that match, that was at the end of it. They went, okay, we want to join you for the 4 horsemen, but we didn't know who the 4th one was at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also where we get the Lion's Den at the end of this video, is the introduction to the Lion's Den. I mean, let's also just talk about 12 months. Finstock is still a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is.
Finstock in
Yes.
years.
This is all like this is.
Oh.
It just feels like a different time. Like,
I mean, that's my thing, is that, you know, you talk about, this was only last season, but so much has happened in this match. Like, so much has happened in this last season that
so much has happened in general this past year. It doesn't feel like it. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man.
This is a pay-per-view heavyweight fight. The guy is our Tyson. He's one of the best, maybe the best we've ever had. But
He is. I'm sorry.
He really is.
He is the best they've ever had.
If he's so good, he couldn't break Mark Riley's record for most back-to-back wins.
I thought he did.
Hard.
No, if he beat Roca, he would have, but he lost to Roca. So, yeah, no one has beaten Mark Riley's record. Oh no, is that the first match?
Yes, it's the first.
Yeah,
this is the first Inner Geekdom
I mean,
match.
here's my thing. Is there's so much that happens in this. I think it's because the end of this video relates to what happens at the end of the Inner Geekdom match between Burnett and Snyder.
Yeah.
That's why I always thought that it was.
And I don't think we've seen Ashley Robinson since the Spectacular.
Not in the Schmoedown, no.
Wow.
That's what's
Did you just hear the only categories that were in the Inner Geekdom back then as well? Like, Jesus.
Yep. And I remember, who did you? I honestly thought it was going to be Kevin Smith. I thought it was.
I thought it was. I thought it was some big. I thought it was a big celebrity.
At this time, Kevin Smith was still working with Screen Junkies. Collider, Screen Junkies. They're very good friends. I thought maybe they would have been able to work something out. We'll get to the review. I'll let Clark take this.
I cannot wait for this. This is all the middle fingers to everybody after this match.
Well, I think the funny thing about that is, I think after this match, Robert Burnett started putting up some middle fingers.
I hate you with every fiber of my body.
What do you mean? I'm saying that he wasn't really a heel until after this match.
Oh, I thought you meant it's because he was losing a lot.
No, he became the heel after this.
Oh, okay.
All right, folks. So yeah, it's happening. I'm doing this. I wasn't necessarily going to do this.
So it does start with the Inner Geekdom, okay.
Yeah, because he joins 4 Horsemen at the end.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. There's the bookend at the end. I completely forgot.
But I have it in good faith.
How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing well. How's everybody doing?
Cool. At 8 minutes, I'll give you a 10 count.
I'm actually doing a
Okay.
Schmoedown.
Well, I am back again. I had my first round with Kalinowski, but this time it is a little bit different. I'm so excited to meet
Yeah.
all these amazing competitors.
It's Mike Kalinowski's first match.
Okay, it's 7:50. Okay, Chris 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 minutes.
Right, thank you.
Beautiful.
You know me. I'm all about the movie love, like I always say. You know, if
Good old Jeremy.
Yep.
WWE meets movie.
Oh my god,
This
I
was
remember
also
that.
Brian Ward. This
God,
was
that
when
was
Brian Ward first started.
That was his
really-
first thing, yeah.
Hey, let's have
Well, that wasn't his first one, but I think this
Was
was the
it
first
not?
thing that he did for, like, Harloff had commissioned him to do, I believe.
Ah,
I believe.
Yes.
Come on, that guy, internet impresario. Really? Is that
Internet impresario.
Let me tell you what job ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be putting another singles match on the Schmoedown, because you're out. Gone.
This match just brings a smile to my face every time I watch it.
I bet you watch it a lot. That's okay. I watched Riley Roca 3 a lot.
As far as I'm concerned, this is the only Inner Geekdom match that's ever happened.
Uh,
Well, Hector Navarro's the only person here who's shorter than me, so I'm confident that I can take him down in round 1, no problem.
She's a good
I
competitor.
kind of wish she could have, like, tackled one of these people. That would have been hilarious.
I really kind of wish that we'd see Ashley a bit more than we have.
yeah.
She does really good in this first round, and she still gets out early, which really surprised me.
Well,
Well,
it's just,
this is
it's
yeah.
a stacked table of
I know.
people. It's a stacked table.
Underestimate me, you're gonna think I'm not important, and when the chips are down, I'm gonna come out and surprise you.
Listen up, y'all. The reason I'm taking this championship tonight is because I've got all the knowledge. I've got all the
Back when they had to use not wireless mics.
disagree with that. That was
But you also remember
statement.
that this one is a knockout, is 4 rounds of knockout, which
Yep.
is, now that they've changed the rules, they've changed the system, it works a lot better, and Burnett wouldn't be champion. Hector Navarro would have been the champion easily. It was just because of 1 round that he.
When was the last time you watched a Hammer horror film? Have you seen Vampire Survivor?
A good thing that they didn't have that rule back then.
My predictions never come true. You guys on Twitter, you know that. But here's what it is. This is movie lovers who do commentary on movies for you guys. Lovers of nerdy culture, lovers of nerdy movies, myself included.
I miss Jeremy.
We're all here to have a good time. So
Yeah.
let's
I think I think he's going to.
always see more.
I mean, because he still is doing Austin Tackler, so I feel like he'll come back to the Schmoedown at some point. I hope.
Eventually, yeah.
It's gonna be a thing that when he's in town, they'll just schedule a match
Yeah.
for him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or they'll schedule 2 or something. Like, they'll try and schedule a few and then they'll pace them out.
They might do like a normal match and then an Inner Geekdom or something. Like
Yeah, I mean, Christian said that on the ranking special that every town they'll give him something to do.
Star Trek, and you have Robert Meyer Burnett.
Being
Star
Canadian.
Trek, you have Hector Navarro strength, comic
I
books,
think-
movies, Jeremy John's strength.
This is
Yeah,
before they had the
yeah.
motion video.
And then the mystery of
This
Bobby
everything was
Who the
just
hell
stills.
knows? All right, are you ready to get going? I am ready, Christian. It's gonna be a long day.
Fifth
I don't want you to
competitor.
throw it out on the first one, but
Huge.
let's let these competitors hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Schmoedown Spectacular. First, the Inner Geekdom Championship. Introducing first, with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, God.
Geek History Lesson
Bob Baggins.
Hero. Ladies and gentlemen,
Everybody forgets about this Leonard Nimoy song,
Ashley
and I think the world is better off for it.
Robinson. Oh,
I completely forgot she had a nickname, the Robin. That's a good trivia question.
Okay, so yeah, obviously Jason Brabant. Who's that?
Roca. That's Roca's
That was Roca.
jacket that he wears in the match
Yeah.
against Riley.
I think that was Roca and Makuga?
Jason.
Yeah,
Or Jason.
No, it's Jason.
Jason.
Who should have been in this match in the first place, but that's just me.
But he wasn't. I remember Harlow thought he wasn't
Hey,
allowed.
look,
because
he's in
didn't
it
want-
this year, so that's all that matters.
He didn't want to double stack him with the
Woo!
ETC matches.
Yes.
That's just not.
The actual
And
champion.
Clark just had an orgasm.
This is the actual champion. You guys are liars if you think anything else. Yep.
Oh my God, Clark.
Hey, Clark, listen. If you say someone is a champion because they won a belt, that is perfectly true.
He kept
You
the
know?
belt. As far as I know, he kept that belt.
That's where
Yeah,
you
he
start
kept
going a
the
little
belt.
crazy.
He kept the belt until the first time he had to defend it.
I don't believe you.
Just say, Clark, just don't fight. Don't fight.
Hector didn't even have a mustache. Oh my God.
So Reed's in clean shaven.
Wow.
Clean shaven.
The true champion from this match.
I just want to see
Mhm.
what I'm just trying to remember this because I cannot remember. Like I know who the next one coming out is, but I can't remember like the rounds. If you get what I mean, like I can't remember how they did it.
I think they do white. I think this was the first match with whiteboards.
Yeah, this
Yeah, I think
was.
it
Yeah.
too.
It was the first one because at this time they were still doing the. You get a set of questions, you get a different set of questions in round one, but this was the first whiteboard.
Yeah.
All right,
So
this
I
is
will-
where coming up.
So this
some
is
people
the only
got
round
really-
that we can have whiteboards for.
And this is
Just
where some
realised
people
that.
got
To be
really
honest,
mad. and I
I
got-
forgot the question, so you know what?
So-
Fuck it.
So
I'm
right.
writing down.
I completely forgotten the questions.
Everyone was mad at this except for me. I was sitting there going, "Yep, I'm fine with this. I'm okay with this. I'm happy with this." I was happy. I was
Only
like,
man.
"Yep, all right, there we go. There we go. One of my favorites. There we go."
John's
I
awesome.
don't think it's a bad thing. I thought, you know what? Yep, only competitive fight in all 4 leagues.
I mean, cause my only thing was he was working on Collider again at this point, so I think it was just the build up was a little. I think we just more built it up more than we should have. But yeah, I was happy. I was happy to see him in this match.
Yeah.
This was also when John changed his nickname, because he was originally John La Costa Nostra Campia, but now
Really?
he's Canadian.
John's amazing.
I love John. And maybe
love
we'll
Camp.
talk more about that later on with some Schmoedown videos. Mm-hmm.
I see some notes of Marvel, some Star Wars, some Star Trek on that belt as well. Listen, this is the perfect belt for the biggest geek of them all.
Yep. I love how all 5 of us guys just got really silent when Natasha came out.
She's still on Collider?
Yeah.
I think she
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Cool.
I just saw her this Thursday on a movie talk.
Ah, cool.
Still hosting
All
this
right,
guy.
here we go.
One of my favorites. It's great.
Okay.
Still not using a whiteboard. Maybe next season. Probably not.
One day, Kearns, we'll talk you into it.
Yeah, no.
Plus, it's a good way to just keep your trivia skills sharp, in my opinion.
I love how he just said, "Please do not cheat off your opponents." Like that was a thing they were worried about with whiteboards.
Well, we
Yeah,
were also
every
talking
single
about
game.
the fact that you have to show it. You have to show it and say it as well. Like, we're so used to the whiteboards now, but it's
Yeah.
crazy to think that.
Oh, the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Are they gonna? Yeah, because it's also this was the Freddie Prinze Jr. rule was the now or next year. I can't remember.
No, the Freddie Prinze Jr. rule
Was right
started-
before this.
Yeah.
Well, this you have to remember the way it worked was the Force Bros match came out the day before this. Because
What was the question?
actually one of the
Oh, yeah.
Boromir's brother.
This is also when we didn't have the questions on the screen.
I know. I'm sitting there going, "Oh, I mean, fine. I can just look at the question on the screen."
Yeah.
Apparently not.
The other thing, just going back to the Force Bros matches, we will get, and I love that video they have in the
Yeah,
middle.
we get. Yeah,
is
I
we
couldn't
get
remember.
Jeremy.
Campia,
For it.
we get Campia and Knapsack challenging Whitwer and Freddie Prinze.
Celebration.
I think he was calling him Freddie Prinze Geller at this point. I think Campia started calling him that.
That Star Wars match is still one of the most viewed Schmoedowns ever.
One of my favorites.
Question number 2 in the category of Star Wars. What was the rank held by Governor Tarkin?
We literally just.
I would answer these, but I just watched this like a month ago, so.
Like, here's my thing. We just talked about this, but I'm still hoping in vain that the questions are going to pop up on screen.
Nope.
Grand Moff.
Hector gets that one wrong. Okay, so there you
Some champ you are. Come on.
Right now we have Rockmeyer Burnett, Ashley Robinson, and Jeremy Johns with a 2-point lead. All right, category 3, the category of Star Trek. First Contact follows the crew's interactions with which enemy?
Does anyone love the fact that Rockmeyer Burnett says one of his strengths is Star Trek? His name is the Captain, yet he's wearing a Boba Fett shirt.
That is a little ironic.
I actually just noticed it was a
Borg.
Mandalorian
Borg.
signal. The Borg.
The Borg. The Borg. Oh my god.
The Borg.
The Borg.
How hot do you think Harloff and LS got by the end of this?
Oh man, see, like, Jesus, just
They're
sitting
in a-
under
they're
those
in a-
lights in suits, nah, for this long. Man,
And I give it up to
I hope that
Campy
place
for
is
wearing
aircon
top
I think
shirts
even
with
Christian
those
took a
legs.
break. Didn't Clark Wolf host one?
Well,
yeah,
Harloff could not call the title match between LS.
Oh, that's true.
Ellis.
Bye.
Oh,
Dave
I'm
Bautista.
sorry. I'm just gonna. I'm done. I'm not even gonna bother because I keep talking and missing the question.
Yeah.
But that's what I love about this is
Yeah.
not we're trying to pretend to you guys that we haven't seen this. We're just having fun talking about this amazing match. But
Well, hey, there was Bibbs.
I saw it. Awesome.
yeah.
I can't wait until one day we get Blofeld's Cat versus Critically Acclaimed.
Question number 5 in the category.
Yeah, Whitney wasn't even a thing in this league at this point.
2011 Green Lantern.
Whitney's not really even a thing in the actual league, to be honest.
Whoa!
He's
Whoa.
been in 2 matches and hasn't really performed.
Fuck you, you Aussie.
Woo, lordy.
Oh my god.
Ashley Robinson, correct.
Yup. Oh, thank God.
Like she's in the lead here. Like,
Again, just to go back to the mindset of me during this was the minute campaign, because I originally wanted Jeremy to win,
Mhm.
just because I really didn't know the others.
else?
yeah.
But then the minute campaign came out, I was like, no, I want him to be the champ.
At this moment, nobody thinks Ashley V. Robinson is going to be the first one to be eliminated. Look at that.
Nope.
I know.
At this point, we all still thought she
Yeah.
would be the winner. Strider.
But then it just completely flips in like 2 seconds. Spoiler alert. But it's been a year.
You have to say spoilers for this match.
We'll have to.
But like, yeah, and that's why I don't like. I'm so glad they've changed it now to it's just a 3-round match that they just do with 5 people.
And look at that, Rockmeyer Burnett, correct. Wrong for Jeremy.
What are you talking about?
Hector,
Hector is correct with Billy
That's
Shatner.
right.
We will
And
accept
John
Billy.
Campia also correct. All right, so then.
And he's never directed another one since, and I can't imagine why.
The
Gee, I wonder.
yeah.
I wonder why.
All right, here we go.
I
In
mean,
the category of Star Wars, the term Nerf herder was introduced in which Star Wars film?
Oh man, Campia was probably
Last
still
Jedi.
salty over Nerf Herder from the previous day when he had a Horse Bros match.
Imagine if somebody answered Last Jedi like 4 months before the title was announced. Here.
The Empire Strikes Back.
all right, yeah, because the title wasn't even announced. When did the title was February, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Rogue
Yep.
One had only just come out, like by literally a week.
Yeah.
Category of Marvel films besides Stan Lee. Who
I think
counts
we're
as
a
different
year from when
character
Rogue One
in each of
came out
Sam
this
Raimi's
week.
Spider-Man
We're
Yeah.
recording
Oh,
this.
just, man.
I don't know who played Spider-Man
I just, to be honest, I'm looking so forward to Spectacular 2 because I just can't, because this was the pinnacle of Schmoedown matches.
Yeah.
Like this was, I was like, there's no
Bruce
way it
Campbell.
can get better from this, and it's going to be probably.
All right, so Ashley and Campia not getting questions in that one. All right, so here's our final question. Ashley needs to get 1 point and needs someone to miss a point here in order to advance to round 2. Here we go. In the category of DC films, in the 2005 film Batman Begins, what was Thomas Wayne's profession?
Some people, if they don't really listen to the movie, they'll think
There's
they'll
about
think
4
it's a
scenes that just show you
businessman.
what he is.
Yeah, but some people will just
CEO.
Doctor.
no, he's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
Fuck.
Remember, there's the line on the monorail where he goes, "Do you work there, Dad?" "No, I work
I
at the
work-
hospital. I leave the running of our company to more interested men."
I did not. Yeah.
Well, because in some versions of Batman, he is the CEO, and then in most interpretations,
he's
he's
the-
the doctor.
We do need to see Ashley more though. She didn't do bad at
We
all in
do.
Inner Geek
Oh,
No.
100. I would. I'm
wish she'd
surprised
come-
they
I wish
not
she'd
put
come back.
I'd like to see her on
I
Heroes
was
more
gonna say, you know,
often.
that's
Yeah.
Put her up against Kalinowski or something in a one-on-one. Have a little fun. He beat her in his first match. Have, you know, his record sadly allows that to happen.
Is it sadly though?
Has he ever actually won an Inner Geekdom match yet, technically? Can't
No.
remember.
He almost
He's
did.
0-2.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Shut up.
Uh-huh.
You know what I just realized? And I know
3.
they still have the old wheel.
Yep.
They still have the old Sharpie written on categories wheel.
Didn't they
Yeah.
get the new wheel from a fan on the Schmoedown Facebook page?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
And they didn't get it until I think about. It was meant to be there for the first match, but it wasn't there yet. So it was something like March or something that they didn't get it till.
Yeah.
And it stopped McCougar walking out with the wheel in a new, different colored jacket every time. And people always complained.
Everyone. Well, you always want more.
That would be
More.
Private. That would be Pavel Chekhov and Captain Terrell.
Yes. Even though Pavel Chekhov didn't meet Khan in Space Heat. Okay.
Attack of the Clones was. Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same year as Chamber of Secrets and Two Towers and Star Trek Nemesis and Minority Report and a whole bunch of other movies that came out this year.
Nemesis is
And I
actually a
watched
really
it.
underrated
That was-
movie. I don't know why people don't like Nemesis.
I was in
Because it's not good.
that movie.
It's dark.
Nemesis is actually pretty good.
It's
No.
dark.
No,
It has one glaring problem, but it's good.
Oh, Tom Hardy as the clone guy thing, but
yeah.
closes out the whole Borg storyline really well though.
No, that's First Contact, Clark. There are no Borg in Nemesis.
Oh, why did I say Borg? The guy Tom Hardy looked like a Borg in that movie though.
Is that what he calls his you know what?
Jesus, mate. Wow, Suicide Squad. Yeah, right.
That was
Suicide
the
Squad
newest
just come-
movie.
I hope this is right.
In Wonder Woman, who does Chris Pine play?
Tonk pills, Slipknot.
Josh, please turn that around. The leader guy thing. No, Slipknot is correct. Hector Navarro.
Oh,
Slipknot's the guy that gets beheaded like 40 minutes into
Yeah,
the
they-
Yeah,
movie.
he's
my
literally
favorite
there.
bands, and it
just
came through for
die.
me.
Yeah.
Robert Meyer Burnett and Hector Navarro both have 4 points. Jeremy Johns and John Campia both have 3.
Yeah.
All right, going into
I'm failing to see how he didn't earn this victory.
What is the name of Paul Rudd's character in Ant-Man? This is Ant-Man is a small
It's not at the poster that I'm staring at right now, so. I mean, I know it already, but.
Oh my God.
Scott Lang,
Scott Lang. Fuck.
one of my favorite MCU characters.
I had Scott. I just didn't have the Lang.
I remember this bit.
We'll take Scott. We'll take Lang. What if
Scott Lang.
also.
We're gonna take just a first or last name.
The way that the question was.
Superman's name Clark?
No, but it was asked.
No,
That is correct. Had I asked, I should have. It should have been asked full name.
Challenge it. Oh wait, that doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist.
That doesn't
anymore.
exist right here. Nope.
Doesn't
You
exist
can
yet.
also repeat a question as many times as you please.
We're in the Stone Age of the Schmoedown right now.
Well, wasn't that this is the match that starts the repeat, isn't it?
No, it's a JTE match.
Kuga had been milking that for months.
Yeah, but the JTE match I'm meaning is the one that starts the this is the match you get with JTE that they go, all right, in 2017 we're gonna have the rules.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the Patriots one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so crazy to see how many new additions they've had in the 2017.
No, it
season.
isn't. The JTE rule wasn't installed yet because it didn't exist between JTE versus Bibiani, and that's how JTE beat Bibiani.
Okay.
Mountain
Yeah.
Troll.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how.
Yeah. I've watched that match a couple of times. The JTE rule wasn't in.
I bet you watched that match a couple times, and the video just happens to cut off before the ending.
Yeah.
Mountain Troll.
I love how Dome and Zemo went just answering questions now.
Yeah,
We're just watching the match.
Hey, I am training for when I make my eventual Schmoedown debut. I can just wreck house.
This is a good one to train on because you can't actually see the questions on the screen.
Exactly.
I swear, if I ever get to compete in the Schmoedown, I will make that joke. I'll be like, excuse me, the questions are not right in front of my eyes.
I love how you were talking over the whole question and I still got it.
Well done. Congratulations.
You want a cookie, Chris?
Again, this is good training for me. Leia.
Oh wow.
Excuse me,
Hey,
sir.
yeah, I just-
Lein. I did not see
Just
an
to-
N there.
Can I just put everyone in an instant bad mood? It was 5 days away.
What?
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
It was 5 days away.
Oh
and they just
yeah.
and they just referenced Leia. It was 5. Like it was. Yeah.
Wow. Wait, well, thanks, Jacob.
You're welcome.
Happy birthday, Schmoedown. Sorry your party sucks. Oh my god, Sasha!
Okay, guys. Category of
Cheers.
DCEU. What is Zod after in Man of Steel?
The Codex.
John Campion will advance into John Campion advances.
You have to realize, guys, I'm a big John Campion fan, so imagine me watching this match. I was like, yeah, he's into the next round. Yeah, this one. I was like, he's the new
Was
champ.
Superman 2 released
1980.
1981? That is correct.
No, it's 80. What?
1981.
That was 80.
No, 80.
Is out.
80.
Superman 2. 1980. There are two answers. There is 1981 and 1980.
Representing geekdom with an Empire Strikes
Yep.
Back.
I always thought it came out the same year as Empire.
Because we got it. Because Australia got it in 1980, whereas everyone else got it in 1981.
Yeah.
For
I think,
some
okay.
reason.
And IMDb has it under 1980.
Because it's from the first release date,
Back again. There's
not the
Wheel.
wide release, which
That
was
was-
Sasha's
1981,
great.
Let's say in first of June.
Sasha's, yeah, I wish we still had Sasha.
she's great.
Oh
Though.
my god.
Please tell us
So this
how
that
round 3
shit.
works.
Back in these times, the schmoes were still on Thursdays.
You don't like the first
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
still on Thursdays. They were still at 10 o'clock my time.
Thank you.
It's at 9 o'clock my time every night when I drive home from work. I'd be listening to it, and I almost got in a car accident one time during the infamous Two Finger Toots rant because I was laughing so fucking hard while driving. Thank God I was in a city, so I was driving slowly, but still.
Oh man. I wonder what happened when you were driving home and you were listening to that Chinese food incident. Do you guys remember that?
No.
No,
Yeah.
I
Alright, here we
would rather
go.
not. All right, here we go.
Hector, you can choose to go first or let someone else go first.
Sasha was a very good Vanna White for the Schmoedown. Just, I'm still a big Sasha fan. I don't care if she's not there anymore. I'm
What
still a
was
big Sasha.
That was
Yeah,
just,
what the hell, man?
I'm not trying to break the shitty prop. I'm just
Yeah, mhm.
Hector,
Oh, come on, you take it. You take it. You take it.
how many times
Take it.
just one more time. If you can only spin it once.
Mance.
nowadays he would have to
I'm here
roll
both
again.
broke and
Wants that
Manscaped.
Mance wants that just because he wants to know how many he could get right.
Spin again. Give it a good, give it a big spin. That's a better one.
Oh, shit.
Scores and soundtracks. Okay. Scores and
Go from movie release
A
dates to
man
soundtrack.
after Christian's own heart.
incorrect count.
I don't know what's better.
If Hector gets it wrong. Yes, and you can also
Well, it depends. Movie release. Yeah.
Hector, your
Depends.
first question.
We'll see.
Oh no, so for me and Jacob, movie release days is way better.
What song did Wade and Vanessa do it to during the sex montage?
Calendar or something? Something.
Two
Yeah,
points.
calendar something.
Yep, calendar girl.
Calendar something.
Clearly, Christian
Calendar girl.
Hector has studied that sex scene a number of times. Just to remind the contestants, you are a clean slate right now, so Hector has 2 points. Hector, your next question is scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for the Lord of the Rings films?
Mr.
Howard Shore.
Wow, 2 more points. Look at Hector.
Yeah.
Hector. Clearly, Hector has seen those movies a number
I kind of
of
wish they had,
times.
you know,
Now we move on
real
to
quickly try
question
to tighten up the desk and have it just be 3 chairs, but
Captain
eh.
America, the Winter Soldier, and Captain America.
They would do that. They do that now though.
My boy, Mr.
If they do eliminate people.
Wow, sure does. That's perfect.
yeah, Henry
That's
Jackman.
perfect.
Good job.
It looks like Hector's going to make his way to the finals. We'll see. Perfect score, and now up next on the wheel, John Campia. Should he choose to spin?
He just had a bad wheel round.
Spin.
He would have been the champ.
Holding it at the base.
I
Just
cannot
keep it
confirm nor
up.
deny that.
Movies that are not in the
That's so that like you think DC movies is
Yeah.
so many movies. DCEU is
Even
easier.
for, even for like Campy as a DC fan, even
That's
even for
just
me,
It's
I
too
mean,
broad. Too broad.
too many movies.
John Campia. I'd like you to keep in
Wolf
mind
Den.
these are domestic release dates.
See, there we go. Domestic release. Someone went up and said it, so I can guarantee you. Fuck, what was the question?
Is it A 1990, B 1991, C 1992?
this is why we need the questions.
I think this is Batman Returns.
That is incorrect.
It's 92.
92. That is correct. 1 point.
Okay, if
Yep.
it's
Yep, Banner Insurance.
Yeah.
That's factoring to be a very big point.
Barrow just didn't realize.
I got you, brother.
In what year did X-Men The Last Stand release?
2000.
2006.
6?
Yeah. It came out with the same. I remember it came out the same.
Same year as Dead Man's Chest. Pirates of the
No,
Caribbean.
same month as Mission Impossible 3 because they were the 2 big 3 movies.
Oh my god, yeah, they were.
Correct. That was Hector.
2006.
That's correct.
Those old
This
buzzers.
person, this is BS.
Nobody misses those buzzers.
No.
No, especially competitors.
Was it? Were they the same buzzers that John Campy destroyed the year later?
Yeah.
Yep, that famous GIF. Yeah.
Yep, I love that.
Star Trek 2. The Wrath of Khan came out.
1982.
82.
You look at Rob Myron ready to eat that buzzer. Remember, competitors.
You know, just like
1984.
That is incorrect. Hector.
1982.
That is correct.
The minute he heard 84, he should have pressed it.
Let's get out of here. Let's got next. Demanding the dead. That is not a question. It is now Robert Meyer Burnett. You may want to save your energy high-fiving Scott Mans because you're going to have to spin that wheel. Robert Meyer Burnett,
And this was where my heart just sank watching this. I was like, F movie release dates. F it.
I've always found 3 questions to be a little odd for the wheel round. And even 4 would be cool. But doesn't matter. He won anyway.
Ooh. Yeah, nah. Who said it's...
Actually, an inner geek film, like in Star Wars. Oh my.
And it lands on Sasha, like a concerned mother nurturing the wheel. Heroes.
Ooh.
There's show 2 at that point in time.
No, he left at that point. He wasn't on it anymore.
No, he was on it. He was still a co-host.
Really? I thought he left at that
Yeah.
point.
I think he left in early this year.
I think at that point he was on it less and less than he usually was when he first started.
My God.
Because I vividly remember him being on.
God, we keep doing this. I can't hear the questions because we're having fun conversation.
These are points he does not need, Christian, but he is still getting them.
Wow, theoretically, that would have been. If John Campia could have taken that, he would have put himself in. He would have won.
And now Hector Navarro.
Thank you,
Best friend,
Harloff.
Meyer Burnett.
You wanna pour more salt in my
Meyer
mouth?
Burnett, your next question. In Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King, what character kills the Witch King in the battle outside Minas Tirith by stabbing him in the head?
That's Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
Ooh, Brandado.
2 points.
Found
Well,
it.
I did not think he was going to get. Ladies and gentlemen, with that point, Robert Meyer Burnett has eliminated John Campia. That's your finals. Wow. That's your
But you
finals.
think, Navarro got 11 points,
Wow.
Burnett got 3,
What a
and
showing
now
by
the
John
points
Campia.
are wiped.
John Campia
Like,
showing
it's
by
just,
polite
yeah.
Canada by John Campia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you
But
so
at the
much
same
for the
time-
rules being the way they were in this match. God, thank you so much.
But also, you think about it, the rules would have been different because Burnett and Navarro would have both gotten the steals because they both knew them. They just didn't.
Also, you have to
Yeah.
take into consideration Ashley and Jeremy, who
Yeah,
wouldn't have been
exactly.
eliminated at this point in time. So it's all 2020 hindsight.
Yeah, it is exactly. I mean, hey,
Can we just time
This was
out
the
here and
rules
say
of the game,
Clark's
and-
able to say that because these rules worked out in his favor. He's able to do like all this hindsight stuff, like.
Is what it is. It happened, and
Yeah.
everybody was happy
Alex,
because of it.
what the?
Hey, I was happy. I loved what his bit at the end with the end sequence. I thought it was great.
Is essential to the evolution of the Sentinels. Rogue.
Mystique.
That's incorrect, Hector.
It'd be Raven Mystique.
That is correct. That is.
Unless you watch the Rogue cut
That is
of X-Men
correct.
Days of Future
The
Past.
question was
No, even if you watch the Rogue cut.
Yeah.
There's 2 different versions of that movie,
we were asking about the first version, the one that people saw.
Jesus Christ.
See, and that's why Robert will never win in the Schmoedown. Because he'll always overthink.
In the world of Star Trek, in what year
And this is
was
when I
Star
quit
Trek
Take
the
3.
motion picture release?
79.
Tied up.
Tied up.
December 7th,
All right.
Scott.
just
I love
that.
the little things for him.
Put restraint. Get the beast restraints and put them on. Your next question comes from the world of the
Oh,
Marvel
God.
Cinematic Universe. Who played the role of Thanos?
Did you get to finish the question or no?
I do not finish
No.
the question, Buzzer.
Josh Brolin?
That is correct. That's correct.
Because it's either Josh Brolin or the guy who played in Avengers, and I got no idea who that was.
He couldn't do that nowadays. He would have had to have said the answer. It would have gone to Robert.
The Justice League make
No,
Joker
they would have just moved on.
Yeah. Oh, well, that.
Batman and the Flash.
in the movie Suicide Squad. That is correct. Hector, 2 points
No,
away
because he
from
didn't do
taking the
anything wrong.
title.
It's not. This isn't a speed round. It was just a.
The next question happens to fall in
It's
Like,
who
can you
presses
do
it first, but he can't really say that.
How many Star Trek
It bought him
films
time.
feature the cast of the Next Generation?
4.
That's correct. That is correct. Wow.
Yep, 4.
Look at this. Look at this.
I'm a little.
And I really only
That
enjoyed
is
2 of
correct
them.
unless you watch the Rogue cut.
Sadly.
All right.
Oh, shit.
There we go. And
The
now
burn.
let's go on to the next question. Hector has 3 points. Robert Meyer Burnett has 2. What is the name of Lando's co-pilot during the assault?
Num.
Nieb Nub?
We'll take Niem Nub is correct. All All right. And now.
What's it actually?
We are 1 point away from Hector Navarro being the champion. However, Robert Meyer Burnett has all the time left in the world if he can answer the next question correctly. Robert Meyer Burnett needs to answer this to stay in the game, or Hector will be our new champion.
Oh my God, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Oh my God.
Did Superman save Lois Lane by spinning the world back in time? That's Robert Meyer Burnett. Wow. Look at that. 4-3. 4-3.
Oh my God, this is intense.
And how about this? Hector needs to get this to win it. Robert Meyer Burnett needs to get this to tie it, and the category is
Star Trek.
Oh, shit.
Hector knows Star Trek though. It's not like.
Thank you. That means so much.
All right,
No,
here we go.
just
Here we
in case
go.
you guys don't realize, this is the guy who directed Free Enterprise versus the guy who's seen Free Enterprise.
Here we go.
Forgot the yeah, they made a reference to Free Enterprise in the Schmoedown.
What is Kirk's rank at the start of Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan?
Admiral.
He was just waiting on the movie. Just waiting on the movie. That one. Cool.
He's an admiral all the way up until the end of Voyage Home, when he's demoted to captain, which always made me sad as a kid until my mom explained that he was happy to be a captain again.
Oh, sudden death. The old version of sudden death.
The fun version of sudden death.
No, it's this. Sorry.
Now, this led to so. This was. This
No,
led to
that was sarcastic.
Okay.
Like, the new way of sudden death is way better, and
Yo, it's fair. That's the whole point.
oh, exactly. Like, and we learned our lesson in sudden death as well.
How many MCU movies
Yeah.
has Robert Downey Jr. appeared in?
all of them. It's kind of impossible because I don't even remember how many MCU movies were there at this point.
7. That is correct. That is correct.
So at that point, hang on.
Incredible Hulk.
So now, what's going to happen is a question will be asked only to Robert Meyer Burnett. If he gets that question correct, he gets to wear that belt. If he gets it wrong,
You okay, Clark?
Oh, I just am waiting for victory at last again. 2 in a row. 2 reactions in a row where victory is mine.
You may use the buzzers you like.
Oh, Jesus.
Who played Lois's fiance, Richard White?
James Marsden. The guy who can't keep a girl in a
I didn't even realize the movie that he spent 6 months on, like that he actually like spent.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's kind of like saying, in the category of independent films, in the film Free Enterprise. Actually, Clark, have you ever thought about sending Free Enterprise questions into the Schmoedown?
You should. Message. Send it
Send it
in.
to Chris Zalisky.
The thing is, it might be too obscure.
Who cares?
Have you seen Festival Darlings?
Oh yeah, well, I've seen Festival Darlings. You can shut up about that fucking category.
Oh, never. I'm not. No. Let's bring it up every 2 minutes.
What?
Here we go.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. Did that like? Oh, I didn't know.
You make me facepalm, but this is the best thing ever.
Sigh. What is going on?
And that was back when Schnepp and Robert were in the Schmoedown together as a team.
And this is kind of what led to them not being a team, because he joined the Four Horsemen. And
Well, no. Schnepp was fine with the Horsemen. So as soon as Schnepp joined the line, or as soon as Burnett joined the Lions, then that's when Schnepp drew the line.
Really? I see so much happens. I just kind of blur. Storylines just start to blur at a point.
Oh boy, don't tell Christian that.
That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that it's just stuff where it's like, is it him joining one faction or the other that led to Schnepp dropping him as a partner?
Well, you know what? You just can't give up. Like all Americans.
He's so good that he became champion in one match.
You know, and nerds.
And state champion.
For one match.
You guys are lying.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Han Solo's still alive. It's okay, Clark. Now, what are you asking, Jacob?
So I was just trying to think. Doesn't it was it before this one that Jeremy was meant to be the one who fought Robert, and then they went. Actually, no, it's Hector.
Yeah.
Because Hector, like,
No, it was
they
Mark and
could.
Draco was going to be given a match
That's
against
right. Yeah.
Arnett. And then everyone, there was an outcry of no, Hector should have been the champ.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's interesting because Mark and Draco has still not entered Intergeekdom yet.
It wasn't for your incredible judging. I don't think I would have,
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
I keep thinking that that match between him and Washington was Intergeekdom, but it wasn't.
Just like they said in Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, it was.
That was Intergeekdom.
That was Intergeekdom.
Mark and Draco?
No,
Oh, and Draco. No, that was regular.
Yeah, no.
No, because of the Star Wars category, I keep thinking that's an Intergeekdom match.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the best thing ever.
Wow. Come on in tight. Let's go. Congratulations, Bernard.
Back when Bibbs and Robert being a fan of both of them wasn't awkward.
Yeah.
He was a great opponent. Now you're a champion. We're a champion. We know Bibiani's going to be a champion.
He is, and he was. Yep. Yep.
So we know that's going to happen. And we talked about this last time. We recruited Bibiani. That made 3. I'm asking you, Robert Meyer Burnett. You want to be the 4th member of the 4th.
This was the perfect faction. I'm sad that it split up.
Well, if Roka stopped losing so much.
Yeah. So everybody else was winning and winning in our hearts.
God, Jacob.
I don't know. I don't know. If you want to join,
This is the ultimate irony right here.
wait a minute. What do you want, chump? It's on the table. If you want in, we'd love to have you. Wait, aren't you from Boston? Aren't you all about Boston sports teams? You're all about Tom Brady and the Patriots and the Seahawks play. You want to win? You want to be a winner? Do you want to hang out with these clowns, right, dude?
And at this time, everyone thought Snyder was just talking out of his ass. And well, we're a year later, and he's still got those belts over their shoulder.
Yep.
I join the 4 Horsemen. I'm all about these gentlemen and Mr. Lecter here. You know what Mr. Lecter's done? He's toughened my nipples.
I forgot.
I'm with them.
Yes. Oh my God, I love this.
Nipple squeezes. Force Bros versus the Council.
The match went to sudden death. It was a tit-for-tat battle, showing the expertise on both sides. Sam Witwer put on an absolute display of knowledge, and Ken Knapsack, John Campion, did the same.
Back when Ken was
He was a hero.
back when Ken was Qui-Gon Jinn. Back when Ken was Qui-Gon Jinn, and now he's Count Dooku. There's Mark Riley, Matt.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm more preparing because I love this. I love this is what Campion can do in this video. And he went on Twitter and he was like, hey, you know, if they didn't catch it, not my fault.
Yep.
Yeah, well, sorry, he's right. They didn't catch it, and that's the rule. That was the, okay, cool. Holy crap, this thing got to 40 points.
Yeah.
You just like one of the recent matches where I can't remember who it was said Sarsgaard instead of Skarsgård.
Well, that was last week. That was Nerds Watch.
Yeah.
But that's not.
Why did that match get so high up? Was the points doubled?
No, I think it was just they have knowledge.
It was more questions, and this was back when each competitor in round 2 got their own spin of the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Turns out the council got screwed. We actually won that match. Don't give me this nonsense about, oh, it was an oversight, oh, it was a mistake. This was a screw job. This was a hit from day one. Don't deny it, Prince, you snake. You thief! I know what you did last summer. This was an outrage.
You know what, John?
If you guys want some perspective, when I signed on to YouTube to watch this match for this, my video was still loaded up to after this part is over because I just kind of came back and watched this so many times after this match.
Solve this, John.
Just one way.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Oh, it's a rematch.
We demand a rematch.
And we still have not got it.
Oh, a rematch. For the
Well, it's kind of like Evan's diss track. We're just gonna keep waiting.
the Schmoedown and
Well, okay. To be fair, Clark, this is more likely to happen than the track that's coming out.
So, because I don't see John Campion teaming up with Ken Knapsack anytime soon.
No.
I don't see it happening.
I don't think I see John ever coming back to the Schmoedown.
All right, Malcolm, you can just shut up.
I want it to happen, I just don't know if it will.
big stage.
Well, I don't want it to happen. I'm
I
kidding.
do.
Are you guys
Yep.
up for
I'm
this?
just kidding.
If anything, he'll be back in free for all. I can
Just think
sense
of
it.
the reaction if Campion comes back. Think about how
Yeah.
excited I'll be. Okay, this
This is amazing.
moment,
This is amazing.
This was so good.
Don't need 'em.
Boom, boom, boom,
People
boom.
have to remember, this was right after Bibiani and Draco.
Yep. Where Draco scored the second highest amount of points and still lost.
I mean,
He's still a champion. His record
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
show it,
still a
but he's still a champion.
yep. And everyone was like, what is this?
Yeah. The formation of the Lions Den. Was Dan Mill in that formation or no? I didn't see him.
Running in there, trying to recruit Burnett. Then Burnett basically told him to F off, and now you get the Four Horsemen. So we'll see. There's more to come there. But coming up now, this is a big, big match, and we got a little video package to explain.
We show up, we bust brackets. We busted Paul Stance so hard that every time I stop at a gas station and see his dumb
Paul
face on that
Stance.
screen, I can tell
Dude.
that he's broken inside.
God, come on.
Third is coming. I got my
I'm still surprised that ETC made it this far. Like, really? And this performance by Ricky, he's hilarious, but this is probably his worst match.
I mean, also for some
Ever.
people, had the perspective is, and I know they went over this, is that ETC beat Mance and Malone in the first team tournament, so there was a lot of history building up to this match between Mance and ETC.
I
I just don't remember how ETC made it this far.
After this spectacular, that Ricky Hayberg was going to be back for next year's.
Oh my
next year's
god, yeah.
Spectacular. I just laughed in your face, going, "It's not going to happen."
total in a catastrophe after we get done with it.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. After this match being like, I mean,
And honestly, Team Trek being up here is surprising too, because they've had a pretty rough year too.
Gas pump hack. I bought an electric
this was
car
when I
because didn't
hated
wanna see
Dewberry,
Paul
but thank
Stance
God
at
he
the gas
turned
station.
face
I
and is
only
with
take
Makuga. Now I love him. I'm sorry, Wildberries is one of the
Nance.
funniest
Nance.
teams.
Who gives a shit? Last time we beat this guy, Alicia Malone refused to be his partner going forward.
Ricky's
Brother.
beating this manager bowl. He is the Growling Commando.
All right, Captain, what are our orders?
Technically, I should be in my Growling Commando outfit for Ricky. Technically, yeah.
I need to get that shirt Mance is wearing. I really, actually both shirts. I need more Star Trek stuff.
Eviscerated, total, and catastrophe. Inman made a bad choice. He made his bed, and now he has to sleep in his own shit. Scott Mance was a dead
Oh
end.
God.
The problem with them is that they've teamed up, and they're both Trek nerds. If
There we
we get
go.
any questions that aren't related to Star Trek, they're fucked. Yeah, they're both dead.
Just for continuity's sake.
Not true.
Me
I
neither. Scott
believe it
Mance,
was Alain
Jack
Morissette who said, "Isn't it ironic?"
Everyone knows
think?
that I want to take him down. I gotta put that
Oh
aside.
yeah, this
Because
was
now it's
still.
my redemption time. I
Mance wanted Roca. That was
with ETC from team profiles because I just didn't know how to add.
How many points did you bet? 6
that's
points?
why they got rid of it.
Which will give you 16 points if it's correct. What did you pick?
Because
How many points did you bet?
We bet it all, Bob.
You bet it all.
Bet it all.
Which would give you 18 points. If you get it right, what's on the paper?
High fidelity.
that's why I'm so glad, like, as someone who has watched, like, pretty much all of 2014, 2015 Schmoedowns, I'm so glad they got rid of the, like, betting round in every match. Because there's so many matches like that one where it ended more on just, like, you just didn't bet enough. It didn't come down to really knowledge, it was more just how many points did you bet. A lot of times, so. But they changed it because, you know, that's what I love about Schmoedown, and that's what we talk about here. It's always evolving to make a better product.
Now, I do have to ask, Elliot, what the hell are you doing with your facial hair?
He is trying to be Hulk Hogan.
I'm done. Bottom line, Scott Mance, you're done. After this, I don't know, go give away another kidney so people feel bad for you.
Oh, Scott Mance, he's such a nice guy.
Giving away kidneys all over town. Kidneys don't win Schmoedowns.
And you can live with one kidney, so it wasn't even that big of a deal.
Barely anything.
This is the holiday season. It's Christmas time. You know what I want for Christmas?
What do you want, Scott?
I want a beat ETC,
Oh, yeah, that.
and I want Johnny Roca to go down. That would be the best Christmas.
And a Hanukkah. And
Is
whatever
that too
holiday you
much to
celebrate.
ask? Is that
No,
too much
I
to
think
ask?
Santa Claus is going to deliver it for you.
That'd be a happy
today,
life day
because
for me.
Everybody else is going to get out of our way.
Oh,
That guy.
yeah. Okay. That's officially put a bad taste in my mouth. I'm done.
Oh, grow up. Dude, you don't have the misfortune of having a life day be on your birthday. So,
Again,
eat it.
I said this earlier in this video, but happy birthday, Schmoedown. Sorry your party
All right,
sucks.
so there you go. Let's see who is a victory away now of getting a title shot, going up against the new team, 2-0 Trek.
That's right, but Trek has showed early that they complement each other.
And it is actually funny, looking back. Yeah, they really haven't updated the background on the Schmoes No set, have they?
Well, that's the question.
Pretty much all the same stuff is still there. But I'm cool.
There's a baby carrot stuffed animal now in the left
Yeah,
corner.
there is.
Now, ETC trying to get into his head, talking about how they bought an electric car so they don't have to see his face in taxi cabs anymore. There's so many things. They're just really inside of this guy's head. So the question is, can Jason Inman pull him back? Jason Inman has.
I think, was this the first match where we really saw that they can control Mance's, like, craziness and they can win matches? Like, even if Mance is a little bit too into it.
Mark, here is the tail of the tape. You have ETC. Their strengths are.
Oh yeah, back when we were still doing the pictures and not the movie.
Yep.
Video.
The video stuff is not there.
Yep. Where you have superhero movies, Trek movies, and pissing off John Roca. So they both piss off people. There's a lot of good pissing off.
There's a lot of pissing off here this season.
I mean, ETC was ranked number 3.
We know what Team Trek's intro. We have a pretty good idea what that's going to look like. ETC, we have no clue. We hope it doesn't break any equipment. Is that gold
Correction,
drug ready?
Derby was
Ladies and
ranked number
gentlemen,
3.
it's time
Ricky was just
for
8
the Team League. Ladies and gentlemen,
Who were the Schmoes still number 2 at this point, or
No, they had long dropped
had they
because
dropped?
they just didn't play. They just didn't play.
I thought they dropped earlier in this season. I thought they made that enough, but
Jason Justin.
wait, no, because they played in this season against top 10.
They also played against.
Yeah, but they lose.
They did another match against Team Screen Junkies, I think. But
Okay, so real question here: whose house do you think that came from, Inman's or Mance?
it might be Rob's.
It might have come from Burnett's, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Behind this team. Christian never has a hand so deftly gone from the Star Trek logo to the bird and then back and forth again. Big smile on his face. Look, these guys are clearly the good guys.
God, I wish I could do the live long and
Yeah, I
prosper, and I
love-
still can't.
I love happy.
Serious?
I love happy.
I legit, I can't do it. Like, I
You can do it on both. I can do it on both.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
when
can do
was a
this.
kid- When I was a kid, I used to have to do it like this, and I think I just broke my fingers, which is why I can do it now.
How the fuck are they here for at a #1 contenders
Again,
match?
here's the
I
thing.
don't know
As
how
a
that
John
happened.
Cena fan, I hated the fact that this team was using his song. I hate it so much. Oh wait, is this possibly the first example of drinking
I
Schmoedown
was gonna say,
not
and you-
working in favor?
I love how they're trying to get in Mance's head, but somehow Inman actually pulled him back.
Oh, hello.
Surprised.
No, I did not. If it was in the news, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start the battle. Christian, this one's gonna be a hard one to referee. Will we be able to get these four animals under control?
Mance is still going.
You just saw Christian there, and he was like, "Come on, come on."
Mance, cooler.
You each will get 3 questions. That is, each competitor gets 3 questions. You are
Oh,
not
man.
allowed to consult with your teammate during round 1. It is simply a
Remember, this
question.
was when I watched this. This was the first time, but because we hadn't done this yet, this was the first Schmoedown that I sat down. I put it on my TV. I
Oh, I did the same thing.
4 hours. I'm like, no, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch this.
Oh no, you know
Hell,
what?
I made popcorn to watch this.
Yeah,
show.
like I had food and everything. But
You guys
yeah.
know the thing about this is some people forget is there was a YouTube problem, and so
Yeah.
2 didn't go up for a couple of hours.
Two took forever. The beauty part was this was, when I used to be able to sleep in. So I would wake up at like 10. I woke up at like 10 o'clock, and it was a Saturday, and I was like, "Cool, I can." Both episodes are up for me. Awesome.
Yeah, no, but for me, I remember watching the Campion Knapsack video over and over again, the Lions Den bits, and then I literally watched the entirety of Miracle on 34th Street, and then watched part 2.
Poltergeist.
The 1996 version?
No.
Oh. I love the 1996 version.
Just a guess. Also a great Aerosmith tune. Now we move on to action
I like it.
adventure.
I don't love it.
Ellie, your question is. Name
I don't
the
want
two
Mara
Mexican
Wilson to
teams.
break into my house and show my old home video, so I'm just not going to say anything about it.
Is that 86? I thought that was 2004.
Oh yeah, no, that was 2006.
Yeah.
Legend of Zorro.
Which is, dear lord, that movie.
It's 94.
It's rough.
No, the original is 99. The sequel came out late, a lot later.
Who was nominated for Best Director for Lost in Translation?
Hello.
3 points.
Yeah, so
I've
Coppola.
seen that movie
Only one
once.
she's ever been
I saw it
nominated
2 weeks
for.
ago. It was great.
We bounce over to Team Trek.
And actually, I don't even think it's her best film.
All right, Jason
Wow.
Bateman is going
I love that movie, but it's not her
Lost
best.
over Part 3. No, she didn't direct that. Did she?
No, her father did.
save their building. What 1987 movie?
No idea, Cocoon.
This is Inman's biggest problem. If he doesn't know it, he just gives up. Like he goes, no idea, moves on. Whereas if he actually was like played the game a little bit more and sat there and went, all right, let's think about it. I got 10 seconds. Let me think about it. If I'm not going to get it. Take a guess. He might end up being better. Like he could end up being one of the best. But
Well, I think we've been recently seeing it in Nerd Geekdom. He's doing exactly
Yeah.
that. Not
exactly.
he's done what Ricky refused to do in this match, which is like
Stall for time.
Mm.
Yep.
Ricky really stalls a lot in this one.
yes.
As we bounce back to Ricky. Okay, Ricky, you are done talking, and it is time to answer.
Answer.
Your first category is animated movies.
Does he get
We'll
one
see if
question
Ricky-
right in this match?
I don't think so.
A member of the gang gets stolen by a toy collector in Toy Story 2.
Woody.
Woody. The beginning's really
Wow,
weird.
this really is an old school reaction for us where we just answered it straight away. We just give the answer.
Yeah.
Now we move on to drama. Ricky, what is Brooks's job in The Shawshank Redemption? What is Brooks's job in The Shawshank Redemption?
Librarian.
That is incorrect. You're getting real quiet. No, I said no.
Your answer is no idea.
No idea.
That is incorrect. We're looking for prison librarian.
What happened to just guess?
Prison librarian. And now we move on to to something. Ricky might know something about comedy.
No.
No, he doesn't.
Will Ferrell plays athlete Jackie Moon in what film?
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro. I like that movie. A lot of people don't like it. I like it.
It's
I-
fucking awful. It's
He's
awful.
awful.
Okay.
But I'm not a fan of Will Ferrell. I've never been a fan of Will Ferrell.
Fair enough.
And this is why Jacob and I are friends.
We're looking for semi-pro. Yes, it is a basketball movie indeed. He's really hungry.
Shut up.
All right.
Got real quiet.
The score is still 3-2
Here for the knowledge.
as we bounce back to Scott Mance, who can put Trek in the lead. Here we go. All right, in the category. Scott Mance, you got this. The legendary mantle of Dragon Warrior is bestowed upon an unlikely participant in which movie?
Kung Fu Panda.
Repeat the question.
The
Oh, God.
legendary mantle of Dragon Warrior is bestowed upon an unlikely participant in which movie? Third animated. No, you can't look.
I defy anybody in this room to know. Do you know?
Of course I know it.
Bullshit.
5, 4,
Do you understand?
3, 2,
Yes.
1.
I don't know.
Kung Fu Pandas. Right?
Obviously.
Obviously, duh.
My
All
guys
right.
are gonna glow
It's
on the
easy.
dragon. Some of the people that work
Look at how low scoring this match was.
Scott Mance in the category.
Well, it's only the first round. I
It's only
think
the
it
first round.
picks up
In which
in the second round.
Battle rapper.
rapper,
Battle rapper.
hip hop artist.
Oh, 8 Mile.
Correct.
Yes.
It is a tie game. All right.
They
Scott
called
Mance
them
put
hip
Trek
hop
in the lead in
artists
the
back in
category of
Mance's
comedy.
time.
The Sitter
I'm kidding.
stars
He's not even that old.
as a suspended college kid unwittingly babysitting the kids next door.
Jonah Hill.
Oh, that was Jonah Hill.
That is correct. That is correct.
All right,
And with
Trek.
that answer, Team Trek vaults into the lead 4-3 at the end of round 1. All right, so round 2. Mark, how's it work? Who's bringing the wheel out? The one, the only Miss Sasha Pearl Raver.
Oh!
Oh, that's interesting. Spinners
What?
and opponents right next to each other.
And
Yeah.
each team is going to get a spin on the wheel. If you guys do not
Huh.
like the category you spin, you are allowed to take a mulligan. and
Boy, am I
spin
glad they don't do
again,
that
unless it
in
was a
modern day
mulligan.
matches.
However, your second spin, you must take that category. Each category has
That'd be a
6
one-way
questions
ticket
for you.
to
If you wanna
Unfairsville.
check
Yeah.
your choice, the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, there is stealing in round 2, and you are allowed to consult with your teammates. Correct, you guys are in the lead 4-3. Would you like to go first or second?
You can actually thank the Mega Powers for that rule.
Yep.
True.
For the round changes.
That was the fastest spin.
Rigged.
Ready? Are
He
you ready?
wants that movie
Right, this
released.
time-
Oh, God.
He wants
Back
that movie
before
released.
everyone said it was rigged.
That's a manly spin. Boldly going where no man has
Ah.
gone.
Action adventure.
Do not like
Spin
fun.
again.
Ready? Ready? Yeah, wow.
Something you and I would not do, Christian. He's going away from action adventure.
he's going for. We did do that.
Adventure like the last 3 Star Trek.
Comic book movies. That's big for him. That is big for him. Spin.
Nice.
Team Trek.
I think this is what won it for them.
Question. The category of comic book movies. What is the name of Sam Rockwell?
I love the purple colors.
Yeah.
Dustin Hammer.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they're gonna do that again? Like it'll be purple colors with Spectacular and all that, or it's gonna be.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
dark blue now.
I think it'll be like the party boat match where it's the white and the gray.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Maybe.
You mean the the celebrity match type thing? I like
Yeah.
that. I like those colors a lot. They pop. These colors pop. Yellow and purple really go well together.
Who plays a silent psycho killer, Kevin, in Sin City?
Macaulay Culkin.
We need to talk about
Yeah,
as you
Jason
would.
We need to talk about Jason Inman.
Imagine it.
Question 4. Who was Bruce Banner's love interest in The Incredible Hulk, the character name?
Liv Tyler.
Betsy Ross.
Oh,
Nope.
Betsy Ross. Oh, Betty.
Yeah, not Betsy, Betty.
Yeah, Betty Ross. Who was actually in, I believe, if I remember correctly, Captain America #1. There was a character named Betty Ross that Stan Lee brought back for The Incredible Hulk.
And wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, it came out in 2008. Come on.
All right. Question
Like how
This was back when. This was the start of the. All right, man. Come on.
yeah.
What do the tattoos on Nightcrawler represent?
His sins.
That's correct.
Sin.
Wow. Going deep.
Is this a knockout?
No.
No.
The first team knockout was the 6 Degrees match in the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Well, because the thing is, you have to remember, is TKOs, I don't think were a thing in the league at this point. There was only a
No, they were. They had just been announced.
Oh, had they?
TKOs had just happened.
Had they?
Yo.
Yeah, I think there's a TKO.
That was announced at the press conference.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's no the press conference. Yeah.
Press conference was before the end of the tournament.
Right. Why have they never done another one? I'd love for that press conference.
Big second round for Team Trek. I believe it's 13.
Especially, given some stuff that's happened recently. I mean, really love the press conference for Spectacular coming up.
Oh yeah.
For some of the matches we're getting.
But keep in mind, everybody commenting on the internet, thanks for doing so. Click like while you're at it. They get 6 questions in round 2, so there's an ample chance to come back if they get the right spin. Have at it.
Are you nervous?
Here we go.
Are you scared?
Big spin.
Luckily, I have Elliot, who is
Good.
Scott Manson. Me, we don't know a lot.
And it lands on Oscar.
Go with Oscars. Come on.
Ugh.
Damn.
No.
No. No kips.
All right, and it lands on Drama. Okay, Sasha's taking away the wheel. What a here we go for 2 guys who look like undercover cops.
Sasha!
13-3.
SPR.
ETC, your first question in the category of
The SPR
drama.
experience.
Doing, Sasha?
Musical prodigy uses his unique gifts to find his birth parents, played by Kerry Russell and Jonathan
August
Rhys-Meyers.
Rush.
In what film?
Ugh.
August Rush.
Not a
Okay,
good movie.
okay. I like the music. The music is fantastic. Robin Williams is good. But the movie is so melodramatic.
I saw it once on an airplane, and I just remember Robin Williams was in it.
Is it a musical?
Yes.
Kind of.
Sort of. Yeah.
Interesting. Noted.
Maybe you shouldn't want to know that.
Repeat the question again? You can repeat the question once. An orphaned musical prodigy uses his unique gifts to find his birth parents, played by Kerry Russell and Jonathan Rhys-Meyers.
See, now, I always feel like they should automatically repeat the question.
So do I. I think there should be an automatic. I've always been annoyed that it counts as a it does count as one. It's like, well, hang on. Yeah, like it's not their question. They should be able to get the question one more time for free when you're stealing.
Who played the character Nikola Tesla in the Prestige?
Bowie.
Correct.
It makes sure that people are paying attention though.
I know the Goblin King, but I think that might be Bowie's best role on.
I think it is.
Except for his cameo in Zoolander.
Yeah.
No. I will be on that train. I fucking hate Zoolander. I've never liked Zoolander. I do not understand the appeal of Zoolander. Comedy, okay. Stupid comedy just doesn't work for me. I don't know.
Jacob, again, another reason you and I are friends. Because Zoolander is the most overrated film of all time, next to The Big Lebowski.
Oh,
Okay,
that lost me right there. Big Lebowski's amazing.
Alright, hey, Clark, now if you guys want to go and start another Schmoedown Spectacular retrospective, leave Mom and Dad here alone.
Wait till the Collision one. I can't wait for that one.
How long was Collision?
That was
4
2
hours.
parts.
I don't know if I'm gonna do this again.
Part 2 was like 2 hours, 14 minutes, and part 1 was like an hour, 55.
Wait, are we gonna do a retrospective on a match that we have a reaction for?
No, of course not.
Oh, well, probably not.
No one needs to see me cry on camera again.
I want to though.
Okay?
I don't want to blow people's ears out more than I already do. So.
That is incorrect. Team Trek. Interesting strategy. They're not allowing Team Trek to have multiple choice. Well, it's true though. It is true.
It was a good strategy for what it was worth.
It's not a good
Sure. Sure.
3, 2, 1.
That movie's not that bad, but it's not that good. Clint
Well,
Eastwood.
I'll say it's kind of like Murder 1600. It's not terrible, but it's not great.
Alongside Wes Anderson.
Sums up actually. That sums up a lot of Clint Eastwood's directing career. It's not bad, but it ain't good.
Like his last good film, in my opinion, was Gran Torino.
So he was good.
And now we move on to the deciding round 3. Here's the rules. Each team is going to pick a series of 3 numbers. Those correspond to numbers here in our document.
Do we miss more numbers in the third round?
I think
it's neither here nor there to me, like, because we never see what they actually are, so it's kind of.
Oh wait, are you talking about 2-pointer, not 1-pointer, or do you mean category-wise?
Category-wise.
Oh yeah, it's irrelevant unless we saw what unless we got a list of what all the categories are.
To me, it's neither here nor there. Like, it's like,
They could.
All right, 2, 4, and 6.
4 is the best.
Etc. I believe is the answer. Total. See a little rattle. Latin. Need a big third round.
Yeah, the Illuminati.
All right, pick numbers.
My God.
23, 24, 25.
Oh, back in the day when the theory was if you pick 3 numbers consecutively in a row, you automatically lost.
Pretty much.
That's changed recently.
It's all luck.
It's all exactly.
There's no superstition. It's all luck. That's it.
Well, yes, nowadays it's changed, but back then, literally, I cannot name one example pre-2017 where there was a Schmoedown match and someone picked 3 numbers right in a row.
Can I ask a question? What are your feelings on should competitors for the 2-pointer and the 3-pointer, should you get to know what the 3-pointer category is?
No.
No, that's the game.
No, that's the game.
Yeah, no,
part of the game.
I'm just because I agree with that. I'm just bringing up the because it's talked about on the page a lot.
Yeah, no, it's a good question to ask every now and then, but I think it's one of those ones where
that's just you take the gamble. You take the gamble of
Elliot, you
Yeah.
picked category 24 in the category of crime. Colin Farrell plays a hitman who accidentally kills a child in which film? In Bruges. That's correct. 2 points. All right,
I
there
love
you go.
Colin Farrell.
Now, in order to
Now, Ricky hasn't gotten any points. Had he gotten some, they probably would have won this.
maybe.
No.
Oh, not won it, but they would have been
Closer.
Yeah.
Christian, this could be about Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck, or Bobby.
They're only 2 points behind.
Or the Affleck duck.
Bobby Affleck.
All right. Which film was the directorial
Affleck duck.
debut for Ben Affleck?
Ah, boy.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
They're
No,
taking advantage
no.
of conferring.
Faster Pussycat Kill
Baby,
Kill.
Dawn.
Don Baby, that's the one.
Because Spence has his infamous "Gone, baby, gone" right here.
I'm thinking Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Ben Affleck is not even in.
I feel bad for the Christian. He had to announce over him.
Yeah.
He's still doing all his things, but man, it's just off.
Rest in peace, Christian's voice.
At least you can say they're both passionate, if not the most strategized or organized of outfits. Team ETC
My Lord.
gave it their all. Team Trek just had a little bit more here.
Yeah,
We have a lot more juice in
We
this
just
one.
looked like there's a lot going on.
Shut up,
there.
man.
And look,
You're gonna
now,
blow up.
obviously very
Man,
happy
you
that
won.
one step closer
Cool
to
it,
once
buddy.
again playing Roka. Now, whether or not Roka has the titles by the time they play, we're gonna find that in just a little bit.
Well,
here.
because
But
that's
we're gonna talk
again,
to Sasha
that's
Pearl
what the
Raver,
driving
both
force here was.
ETC
Mance
and
wanted to play
Team
Roka
Trek.
again.
Let's
He
get
wanted
Sasha.
TV him.
I am here with your winners. I am so happy to say Team Trek. Woo!
Yes.
How does it feel to know that you have ruined gas stations forever for those poor fools?
Those fools, Team ETC. What the hell is this?
Eviscerated, totaled, and catastrophe.
Yeah.
That is a prophecy. This is revenge, and it is so good. It is so good. We are back.
You are the finest trained by Starfleet Academy. You did not come into the Schmoedown and just guess.
That That's right. You don't just guess. You come in with answers. You come in knowing those 2 pointers you guys were stomping in round 2. Now, we're going to see another round very soon. Your friend,
No. Don't even
okay.
be nice. You don't have to be nice. Johnny Roca is not my friend. He is my enemy. He is my Green Goblin to my Spider-Man. He is the Klingon to my Captain Kirk, okay?
Yeah.
He is
Captain Picard.
He is the Vader to my Han Solo. You see what I'm getting at here?
He's
evil. Going to lose. He is evil. He's going down. Getting one step closer.
I'm waiting for that analogy to make sense.
Like a freight train.
Which one?
Oh, it's very nice. Well, let's see who wins.
Vader and Han Solo.
Team
They only interacted
Real quick,
like
I want to
twice.
make out one last Schmoedown challenge. If you notice that second round,
I think once, right?
Meyer Burnett, I am coming for that geek-tacular belt because your entire match.
And it's taken him an entire year to get to the title.
It's on, folks. We'll be back with more
Well,
soon.
to the title match.
I would have loved to have seen that Inman versus Burnett match that never happened. That would have been great.
People forget that old people need to have fun too, and you got to go out and do nice things for these people.
I remember this.
They don't. You know, the world has kind of passed them by, and sometimes you have to give them something to feel happy about. And I think that's what we did today for Scott Mance.
I think the thing is you know, every big, huge arc has to come to a good end, and I think that we allowed people to enjoy us being complete dicks, and then we let Scott Mance win. It was the ultimate kind of production value, and that's
They're
what it really was,
so
because we were
nice.
told
How
to
nice
throw the
are
match
they?
right before we walked in.
So what you're saying is Scott Mance got to enjoy your dick.
Yes. Yeah, no.
Okay,
It was
Oh
the
my
only
God,
way it
I'm
could have
just
ended.
soft shell.
The only one we ever wanted to lose to was Scott Mance.
Did you actually get told to throw the match?
Yeah, we did. That was. Here's the thing. We found out from sources that if Scott Mance went on the record as a loser in today's match, he would no longer be appearing on gas stations and taxi cabs. And as much as I hate the guy's guts, I didn't want to take that away from even Scott Mance.
Well, this is interesting, though, because, Elliot, it seemed like you actually were really trying to win, and it was just that you were saddled with this sad, dead weight over here named
That's
Ricky.
true. It's not magic. It's an illusion.
The problem was, much like Hillary Clinton, Scott Mance was fed the questions before the match. And
That
that's
doesn't
why.
date this at all, does it?
We'll find the truth here.
Wait, but she didn't win, so I feel like you guys are kind of getting off topic. Let's get back to the real thing, which is you guys went with the let's just guess way of winning. That was sort
Wild
of...
card.
Yeah, but then you kind of threw that away, and instead of let's just guess, you were like, let's just not say the answer. What happened?
Well, I didn't know the answer. That was the problem.
But then you should just guess.
Yeah, well, it was going to be wrong anyway. What's the point?
But that's why you just guess.
Yeah, no, that's pointless, though. That's a waste of time.
So
right.
just guess.
Maximum efficiency here.
Maximum efficiency. Well, speaking of wastes of time, let's go back to you guys so we can talk to the winners.
And here it is.
This is the best after credits scene anyway.
I wouldn't say the best, but one of them.
The best.
I love how. Sorry. What I love about watching this is you can just see how much fun they're having.
Yeah.
Like you can really just see how stupid and how much fun they're just having.
I'm throwing up my arms.
It's. I'd say like this is just.
This is improvisation, and they're having so much fun.
Yeah. And when Harloff runs in, it's. I love all this stuff. This is so great.
And Rob's old catchphrase, pestilence.
Yeah. Just WWE ref over here.
Rob kills this at the end. He just screams.
We still never gotten Snyder Roca from this. I still want to see that match happen.
Yeah.
Still want to see that.
This is so
What
good.
are you talking about, Burnett? Didn't we beat you already? Oh, how ironic.
Yep. Disagree. Rob's about to break. Pestilence.
Just Snyder here.
Biblical.
What are you talking about?
god.
Click here for
Alright,
part
guys,
2.
now-
Oh shit.
Here's the real feeling of watching part 2. We will see you guys in about 5 hours.
Are we just gonna go through it?
Yeah, we're just gonna go over to it.
Oh,
Let it-
good.
let it-
Awesome.
Let me
Straight
get,
over.
we're going straight over. Well, ow. So I don't kill myself, I'll wait until the actual match starts.
It's all cool.
Just
I have
give
it
me a
up.
sec.
Yep. So.
Yeah, just give me a second just to get myself all set up.
So we are just gonna go straight into it.
Yeah, we're
Yep,
gonna
we're
go
gonna
straight into it.
Straight into it.
Straight into it. Straight into it. Yeah, by the way, that was a joke, people. YouTube, as someone who uploads often for Take 3, YouTube just like when you really need to get a video up, it will just not upload.
Yeah,
the
this
worst
is-
is when it gets stuck on like 95.
This is gonna be a 4-hour video. I'm just gonna take it from OBS and straight upload it. Nothing has gone wrong, so so it's looking good. Do it live.
Yeah.
Do it live. Hope you guys are enjoying this because this isn't getting edited out. This is awesome.
All right. Well, I'm ready. Clark, count us in.
Okay, I'm gonna press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so there you go. Trek beating ETC.
There we go.
And my God, look, Scott Mann's obviously on the warpath, trying to get to Roca. Quiet down over there. And so look, that is a big match. But now, this is what it's all about. It is our first. It's the team title match here. You got John Roca and Matt Nost, the champions, defending the titles against the Patriots. Look, this is a battle of 4 bad guys. You got JTE, Snyder. Who do you boo? You know, we have
This is one of the best team matches ever.
I'll agree with that. This is one of the best.
They're going to be cheering for anybody.
Woo!
We just have a stream of boos raining. I know, it's going to be pretty crazy. I mean, look, throughout this entire event, you're seeing factions form the 4 Horsemen, the Lion's Den. All this stuff is happening now. So the question is, they're battling for superiority
no one else
now inside of the Schmoedown. And what a way to do it in the actual title match.
Sorry about that.
Why are we
Wow.
Because we're literally 2 of the best players in the league. If you put us together, we're going to be the best. Don't you agree? I agree. I feel the competitive is Brady together with Gronk.
Any 2 people, any 2 schmucks that want to show up, we're going to knock you down. That's what's going to happen every time. So go ahead and line them up. Schmoes, go ahead and line up whoever you want to, quote unquote, dethrone us. They're going to go down. We hold on to these until we retire.
You know, when somebody enters a game and they're truly great, the game doesn't just change, it changes to the opponents.
We're going to destroy you guys. We're going to tear you to pieces. You're going to be crying home.
You work hard, you focus, things can happen for you. You can win. Kid, what you gonna do when top 10 runs wild on you?
I think that was really before John figured out the outlaw persona.
Yeah, well, this was the outlaw persona really took place
in the tournament.
Yeah.
Team tournament really, that was the blindfold, that was Riley Roca, that was the
Riley Roca's happening now.
No, this is Riley Roca 2 in this.
That's right.
Riley Roca 1. And the press conference, that's really where the outlaw was born.
Besides 14 karat gold necklace,
best on the mic.
Lion mains jacket, champions. This guy right here was
Wait till we get Bobby Finstock back.
left and right. You guys to my right.
I don't think we will.
He's had some bad
I don't think we will.
And when I'm back, he's back.
I think he has become Tom Dagnito, and you do getting Bobby Finstock it will lose something. It will lose Dagnito.
He has taken the character, he has evolved the character Tom Dagnino that he doesn't need Bobby Finstock anymore.
Exactly.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I freaking love Tom Dagnino's character. Not a Lions Den fan, but I am a Tom Dagnino fan. I have to remind people this constantly on the comments.
Here now at the Schmoedown Spectacular. They call Bibiani the Beast. You're looking at the Beastmasters.
Clark, sorry, buddy.
Last night from Harloff, like, hey, you guys, you fear Team Patriots? Fear?
So many memories.
This was when Matt Nost and like Harloff were really going at it. Like, and I thought that was a setup for a singles match, but that never really worked out.
Yeah, but you know, Nost against Harloff, that's a bit unfair.
Yeah.
Just
I still remember a Twitter battle, and I remember tweeting to Nost. I remember being like, Harloff, like 5-1, 5 knockouts, Nost 0-1.
See, even Snyder was like, "What the fuck did he just
Yeah,
say?"
yeah.
Which is why, okay, honestly, what would be more amazing than if the Patriots lose next week and Snyder says, "JTE, you said one stupid thing too many. I'm out."
Look, we will get into look.
Yes.
We will talk about that later, but I have a feeling something happens in this very big thing, but we will get to that.
Can we just say, even if something happens between them, the Patriots as of right now are, if not the top 2 teams we've seen in the Schmoedown. Love them or hate them, the dominant run they've been on since last season, you have to give them the credit. And this is, I mean, the Heroes match, yes, because the Mega Powers was just a dear God match, but like this is really when the Patriots stamped their flag firmly in the Schmoedown to be, you know. Oh my God.
All right, so here is the tail of the tape. You have the challengers, the Patriots, where you have strengths of classics, Arnie and Sly, and mispronouncing most things.
I thought classics were Arnie and Sly movies, Christian.
And then you have the team top 10, the 4 horsemen, where you have Roca and Nost. 80s movies. Animation is a strength of Nost, and basically annoying me.
Some animated movies were made in the 1980s. Interesting tidbit.
God, I would love to just sit down and do an animation podcast with Nost.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown
Why you gotta beat that guy, Dobie?
Kidding. Scheduled for 5 rounds.
Wow.
Introducing first.
The reason why this video is 2 hours.
The Lion's Den with the record.
It's so funny that they're coming out first.
I know.
I'm just so used to them coming out second in all their matches.
Jeff, the Insnider, Snyder, and Little Evil. J.T.E. the Patriot.
They would know bullshit. Wow.
Yep. They were ready for this match.
Oh my goodness, since that heel turn from Finstock when he turned on Makuga, now representing the Lions Den, and Draco joining that team.
That's right, they come out either
Yeah, again, people forget that for a bit. Finstock, when he was with Makuga, he wasn't a heel. He wasn't quite a face, but he was just, you know.
He was just there.
Yeah.
4 wins, 1 defeat, and 2 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the 2015 Ultimate Schmoedown semifinalists and the reigning, defending Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champions, Mighty Matt Nost and the Outlaw John Roca, Team Top 10. Who's coming down?
Oh, Natasha.
Oh, look at the beast. The horsemen are here, and now here they are.
I think that's the only time the 4 horsemen have ever been together for an entrance.
Weren't they all together for JT versus Bibiani?
Don't think so. I think Nost was away.
Yeah, I know Rob and Bibbs were there. And John, yeah. You could be right though. I have to watch that again.
The beast is screaming at JT. They gotta restrain the beast. The beast seems to be communicating that he actually likes them. He just has no other speed. Oh, he just teabagged. Oh man, teabag is not legal in the Schmoedown. All right, here we go. That was entertaining to see. say the least. Somewhat more of a spirit intro than what we got from Team Patriots.
All
Which
right.
style's going to pay off? It is the championship match. 5 rounds for the championship. All right, top 10.
Oh,
you guys
boy.
are the favorites. Mark, what's the rules of round 1? Because it is another team matchup. In round 1, each team member gets 3 questions from 3 different movie categories. The questions are worth 1 point. There is no stealing. There's no penalty for a missed question. However, you are not allowed to consult with your teammates during round 1. Woo! Team top 10, you guys are the favorites. So would you like to answer questions first or second?
First.
All right. And now we move over to Team Patriots. Would you guys like to
All
choose
right.
category 1?
I just realized the reason why top 10 lost is because the belt in front of Roka isn't upside down.
Very cryptic. Category 1.
Oh my
All
God.
right, Team top 10 for category 2. Who's going first?
I'm gonna beat you so bad I'll put hair back on your head, JT. You understand?
All right. I don't understand the
We don't
logic
even
of
know
that.
what's under that hat.
Who's going first out of you guys?
I thought black shirts were slimming, guys.
I mean, I like the
I do
fact
like that
they've got,
insult.
like,
I do like that Who insult. is
Oh!
Rocco,
Oh,
you're
oh,
going
oh,
first.
WWE
Okay.
titles.
In the category of fantasy sci-fi,
Oh,
a magical board game hurls 2 brothers through outer space in which 2005 film?
Zathura.
That's
No
the-
way in hell he would have known
That's the
that.
sequel to Jumanji, right? Or the
It's
No.
the spiritual.
spiritual sequel.
5, 4.
You know, like Ukulele is the sequel to Banjo Kazooie.
Marutha might be her sister.
I played Ukulele. That game does not live up to anything.
Exactly.
No.
You just summed up Zathura.
Oh, cool.
Correct. Correct answer. All right.
Noise.
In the category of rom-coms, what classic 1980s song do all of the characters dance to in 13 going on 30? That's correct. Well, how did he know it that fast? All right.
Yeah.
You gotta ask him some questions. I got it. Thank you.
That movie's
Now
called
we
Suddenly
move on.
30 here in Australia.
Who's going for a Patriots?
I'll go
Team
first.
Patriots. Who's going first?
Suddenly
It's not Jeff
30.
Snyder's going first. And in the world of fantasy science fiction, name one of the 3 names given to the ravine featured in Back
Standing
to the
beside
Future
you.
3.
I don't know.
We would have accepted Clayton Ravine,
Whatever, who
Jonas Ravine,
cares?
or East
Schmoedown Spectacular 2016, the event where nobody guesses.
Yeah, apparently.
Famous directors. Milos Forman directed Woody Harrelson in what 1996
Late
film?
great.
The People versus Larry Flint.
Give him a point.
All right, there you go.
Give them a point. And now,
It's versus
to
vote,
tie
versus
Team Top 10 in the early going, rom-coms, short for romantic comedy. In the beginning of Sleepless in Seattle, Tom Hanks moves to Seattle from what city?
New York City.
It's a
New
guess
York?
and it's incorrect. We're looking for Chicago.
Isn't that Philly? Oh, no.
Chicago. All right, Matt Most in the category of horror.
Whatever.
What was the name of the second Omen movie?
Isn't it just Omen 2?
No. No.
3,
There's a subtitle.
2.
I have no idea.
We're looking for Damien the Omen 2. That's right.
Told
Damien, one
you,
of the
like,
kids'
what
names.
the... Whatever.
All right. In the category of animated, Catherine O'Hara provides the voice of which character in The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Sally.
Oh, yeah, Sally.
She also plays the mom in Home Alone.
4.
Yeah.
3. 2. 1.
I just did a 70 soundtracks on that
Sally
with
is
Late
correct.
to the Party.
That was by Snyder, so it doesn't count. In the category of movie taglines, "Oh yes, there will be blood" is a tagline for
Damn.
a film in which horror franchise?
Saw 2.
5.
Yes.
4.
Piranhas.
Looking for Saw. Saw 2. A lot of blood in the Piranha movies too, though. Low scoring match. Now JT has a chance to become the hero here with this round. It's RB3 cracking up really hard.
JT being a hero.
All right. JTE, your question comes from the world of horror movies. Which star of the movie also directed the film Frailty?
Bill Paxton.
Wow, JT, well done.
Bill Paxton,
ties
yep.
it up. JT ties it
Christian,
up.
I believe that's the first time he's spoken into the microphone in this match.
He has. He's very focused. He's
I'm
super
only talking
focused.
answers.
Earned him a point. Your next question is animated films. In Finding Nemo, what city did Nemo find himself in prison?
Sydney.
14 Wallaby Way, Sydney. No, it's not. It's 42, isn't it? Yeah, 42.
Yeah,
Not
Beach
14.
Sherman 42, Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Still nuts and finding
And
Dory.
he's back to being JT.
No, that kind of really doesn't relate to
Sometimes
anything.
it's
But
good not to guess.
So
I have no
close.
idea.
It is Sydney, Australia. I will tell you that
I
an
have not
Australian
seen
eventually
Nemo
made
in
it
a
to
long
Los
time.
Angeles in Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles.
All right, here we go. So, your final question, JTE. Name the mid-90s film
Wow.
that features
Poor
the tagline,
Jacob.
Cocktails first, questions later.
Cocktail?
No,
That's how I live my life, Chris.
Low scoring game here.
Snyder, you say I'm watching Snyder right
that
now.
was
Repeat it
88.
one more time, please.
Quick. The mid-90s film that features the tagline, Cocktails first, questions later.
5, 4.
Swingers?
Cocktail. I have no idea.
Cocktail came out in
Yeah,
1986.
80. I had no idea. It's like,
88, excuse me, Scott Mance, we were looking for Swingers.
Swingers.
Swingers. Not
Oh,
a
wow. Look at
JT,
that.
And that one cost him.
All right,
Wow.
here we
Just
go.
sounded
now.
like
So
something
round
Vince Vaughn would
number
have said in
2,
that
low
movie. I've
scoring
seen it
match here.
twice.
2-2
Good
going
movie,
into
though.
the second round. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Sasha Pro Raver bringing out
Back
the
with the
wheel.
wheel.
Stay focused. All right.
The joy on Sasha's face bringing that wheel
It's
out
great.
is something that all
Yeah.
the children of the world should
Ooh,
experience once
boy.
in their lives. You each will get a spin at the wheel. Each team gets one spin. If you don't like the first category, you can spin again. Use your mulligan. Each pie on the wheel corresponds to a movie category. You're going to get 6 questions from that category. Questions worth 2 points. If you don't like the question on its face, you can go to multiple choice, where the value of the question goes down to 1 point. Keep in mind, there is stealing from your opponents in round 2, and you are allowed to consult with your teammates for each and every question. Top 10 is the favorite, and because it's tied, we're going to allow them to either spin first or second.
All right,
Let's
let's
spin first.
Spin first.
Go
Good
ahead and
spin.
spin the wheel.
Good spin. There's the spin. And it's
I
coming
still
in.
say it is insane that we, in this,
What
just
do they
looking at
do?
part 2, we get
What do they do?
The crowd wants him to
an
take it.
amazing
to take it.
team title match, an amazing number 1 contender single match, and an amazing singles title
Taking
match.
it. They're
Like
going with
that,
it.
They're going to go with the crowd.
for people who became fans of the Schmoedown
And
this
Christian, a surprise here in
current
the studio,
season,
here to ask the questions.
you can
Mr.
understand
Matthew
for us
McConaughey.
who have been watching since 2014, 2015, beginning of 2016, like
I am told he
the
is not available.
amazingness
Costa
of
did
like,
not show up.
We
All
will
right.
still
this is
ask
a
the questions
thing?
for you. Your first question, as a team, which film did Matthew star in that was based on a John Grisham novel?
Time to Kill.
Time to kill.
Time to kill.
A really good movie.
Snyder.
Wow. Jumped all over.
Lincoln Lawyer's not
Wow,
John
look at
Grisham
that.
novel.
Jumped right over
That's
it.
right, Jeff Snyder. Very Carmelo Anthony. Not even looking at his teammate before taking the shot. Now we go on to your second question. Back to you, Team Top 10. Who played Matt's mother in the romantic comedy Failure to Launch?
Kathy Bates.
Yep.
Kathy Bates.
that's not true.
2 points for Team
She's
Top
not my
10.
mother.
There you go.
Married to Terry Bradshaw, I believe. Shows his
She's your
accent.
biggest fan.
Congratulations.
Ugh.
God, I
Your
hope
third
not.
question.
In that context.
Matthew stars with Skeet Ulrich, Ethan Hawke, and Vincent D'Onofrio as brothers in which Western film?
The Newton Boys.
That Western.
Yeah.
I still have to ask, however, no, like, because they're not saying McConaughey, however, no jokes made about nose
No, you
during
said
any of
said
this.
multiple choice. You said multiple choice. You're gonna get multiple choice for 1 point.
Fuck.
Is it A, Posse,
No.
B, Lawless,
No.
C, High Country,
No.
D, the Newton Boys?
Yes.
I completely forgot how fantastic that was.
No. No. Yes.
That's like something I would do.
What is Matt's occupation in the comedy Ghosts of Girlfriends Past?
Fuck.
He's an advertising exec?
Yeah, multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is he A, celebrity photographer,
B. 4-star chef. C. Wall Street magnate. D. Televangelist.
A.
Can you say the choices again?
Is it A. Celebrity photographer? B. 4-star
Advertising
chef,
exec is just
C.
my
Wall
go-to
Street
for some of
magnate,
these
D.
movies.
Televangelist.
Do you know a televangelist?
C.
Photographer.
Give him a point.
That's
Wall Street.
Wow.
Photographer. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
All right. Good call, Jacob.
I have never seen that movie, so
Your penultimate question in the Matthew McConaughey category. What was the first film that saw Matt get nominated for an Oscar?
The one he won, Dallas Buyers Club.
Dazed and Confused should have been nominated.
No, he was nominated before then.
No.
Is
He
it
wasn't
A, Dallas
nominated for like
Buyers Club,
Amistad or something.
B. Mud, C. A Time to Kill, or
No.
D. Killer Joe?
Yeah, no, he was never nominated for any of those. It's Dallas Buyers Club. It's his one and only nomination.
Interesting.
Give him another point. Wow.
Hmm.
And you know,
Hey,
this
Jeff,
is what
hey,
Team
Jeff,
Top 10
wow.
does well. They're thinking their way around a Matthew McConaughey category.
It's good. I mean, look, they're not letting the steals happen.
Your last question. Which actress co-starred with Matt in the adventure film Sahara?
Hey, they had that this the other day, didn't they?
For Team Top 10
That's
gets
it.
2 more
Latino,
points.
Yeah.
All right, so going
They did.
to the Patriots spin, it's 9-4.
Wow.
5-point lead here.
My God.
Patriots need a big round.
I mean,
All
look, it's 12 months later. Who gives a shit? But
There you go.
So you have to get repeat eventually.
Right, solid
yeah,
spin about
exactly.
Rose.
Who cares that they were 4 months late?
Movie
Come
release
on,
dates.
tape movie release dates.
Take it. Take it.
Pussies.
Running
Take it.
off.
If you were up here with me,
I was gonna say, like, if there's a release date
Oh.
slow down,
Ooh, animated.
Let's do it.
Oh, wow.
my other strength.
Matt knows, licking his chops over
Christian,
there.
this is where the match could really take a sour turn.
Right. All right, here we go. Animated. All right. Who voiced Chicken Little in the 2005?
Zach Braff.
Zach Braff.
All right.
Zach Braff.
All right.
Didn't
You
finish
gotta
the
wonder
question,
when
boy.
JT is going to show up.
I know. In the category,
Also, it helps that Jake's about 2 seconds
Question
ahead of me,
the
but I knew it.
Phony
Wow.
King of England
I am.
is a song from which Disney movie?
Robin Hood.
Hold on.
Congrats.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Robin Hood, B, The Sword and the Stone, C, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Robin Hood.
Pocahontas?
Actually, I think it's Sword and Stone.
No.
No, it's Robin Hood.
Because it's Lil Jon who
Yeah.
sings Prince John, the phony
yeah.
king of England.
He's the big bear. He's the
There's
big.
no
He's
phony
the big
king
bear.
of There is no king of England in Sword in the Stone. That's what the whole purpose of the movie is. Trying to figure out who to be the king.
I missed the word phony. I just heard King of England.
That would be cello.
That's correct, JT. Tie game.
You know, if it's a question
Hey,
about
JT
Jello
showed up.
castles,
What up?
JT's going to get it right every time.
All right, JT's gonna build one after this. All
Ouch.
right, question 4. Who directed the animated film Happy Feet?
George Miller.
George
The
Miller.
lead, 11
Miller.
to 9. The Patriots are up.
Which, like,
Gotcha,
when you
Rain Man
really
Snyder
think,
over
you're like,
there.
Question
wow, the guy
5.
who did Mad
In The
Max.
Little Mermaid.
Actually, there's another.
Scully
That's
about
right.
human treasures.
Is that in this
Which
match
says it's called a
where the
diddle-hop.
Babe Pig in the City
What
question
actually
comes up?
is this item?
Is that in this match or is that against? No, that's against Clark Wolf, isn't it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Dallas.
No.
And that's what costs him the match, is he doesn't know who
Multiple
directed
choice?
Pig in the City.
Multiple choice.
Is it A,
I think that actually
Yeah,
happened.
Dingle Hopper's a
B,
fork.
a sextant, C, a fork, D, a pocket watch?
C.
That's correct.
I didn't hear the
Fork.
question, though.
I knew it.
All right, your final question
What
here.
movie
What-
was it for?
I have a question. One,
Little
one
Mermaid,
quick
what
question. Can you guys
Scuttle
get
calls
Oh,
the
yeah,
there?
Oh.
Sweetheart, it's only the second round, sweetheart.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's right. There's 5 rounds in
Question
this.
6.
Mhm.
Where do Winnie the
That's
Pooh,
why this
Tigger,
video still has an hour and 31 to go.
live?
100 Acre Woods.
Acre Woods.
Where do Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, and Piglet live?
The 100-acre wood.
Yeah, we're gonna do multiple choice.
Is it A?
A sigh hushes
Sigh,
over
the
the crowd.
Is it A, Sherwood Forest,
Ugh.
B, 100 Acre Wood, C, Enchanted Forest, D, High Forest?
I just realized that crowd just sighed.
Is incorrect.
B.
That's correct. All right,
Here we go. So the 100-acre.
So Clark, are you trying to
Round
say
and
not original?
Please explain to the audience how it works.
I hate you.
People love to call it the betting round, and why not? Because
God,
each team
you
is going to be
too,
wagering
sometimes.
a point value from 1 to 3 points. You cannot wager over 3 points. You actually do not have to wager any points if you do not want to.
I don't know why that rule is always there, where one team could bet more than the other team. Why was that always? Why is that always?
They got rid of this, haven't they? They've gotten rid of this round.
Yeah.
No, this is still
Kind of.
around in title matches.
Oh, yeah, you're
They
right.
got rid of this from it used to be. It used to be in every team match in the 2015 tournament. It ended with.
That's right. So Christian, now becomes a question: what does top 10 feel the most confident in? That's true. So what are they going to pick? This is big because then they're going to have to bet on their points. Is it going to be what they're the most confident, or what maybe they think that a weakness is for Team Patriots?
No, moron. You go with westerns if it's available.
4, 3, 2.
Don't tell me to shut the fuck up, Roka.
Romance. They're going with romance.
Do you guys know anything about that?
Wow.
Ask your wife. Ask your wife, Snyder.
Oh, wow.
I don't have a wife.
Oh.
Exactly. All right,
Whoa.
so please write your point. How many points are you going to bet? At max is 3. All right, put them down there.
You know, Jeff Snyder's someone I want to go drinking with.
I thought you were going to say, Jeff Snyder's someone I'd like to be his wife too.
What? Did you just...
What?
I don't know
you
what
were
he
making a
just
joke
said.
about being Snyder's wife.
All right, here's the question. Who stars opposite Humphrey Bogart in the 1942 romantic classic Casablanca?
Jacob should know this.
Really? That's the question that they got around. Like,
Big sigh from the audience there.
that's like one of the easiest fucking questions of all time.
Okay, so they both bet 2 points.
Ingrid Bergman.
Top 10 bet 2 points.
Really?
Patriots bet 2 points. The challengers. The name?
Us?
Yep, so what's the name?
Ingrid Bergman.
All right, and
Same.
all right, so there you go. So the 2 more points for both of them. That brings up the score 2. That is correct. 14-12. The Patriots are still in the lead. And we get to the dreaded speed round. 4 buzzers. Sasha Pearl Raver will be monitoring the speed round here. That's right. Whoever puts their hand on the buzzer first.
I'm so glad they got rid of these buzzers. These buzzers were terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially considering you know some certain missed calls in certain matches. Josh, nothing personal. I love you.
Actually, it sounds really personal. What do you mean?
If you get a point correct, you guys earn a point. If you
Trek
guys
won
miss
that
the
match.
question,
Let's
you
be real with
lose a
ourselves
point.
here.
All right, yes. All right, here we go. In Who Framed Roger Rabbit, what is the name of the all-animation city?
Toonland?
Toonsville.
Incorrect?
That is incorrect. That is
That's
incorrect.
incorrect. Lose a point. Lose a point. There was Toontown.
Toontown.
Toontown. 13-12.
Yep.
All right. Christian, I don't know that I've ever seen more classic JT than in that first answer. What did he say? Toonland. All right. Toonland was his answer. All right, here we go. The next question, the speed round. The Green Mile is based on a story by whom?
Stephen King.
Correct. 1 point.
Yeah.
1 point. Tied game. Tie game. We are
Tom
now
Hanks,
tied.
actually.
Third question. Who
That was the
played
star.
James Bond?
Michael
in the
Clark
film
Duncan was the star.
Thunderball.
Roger Moore.
No, it's Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And they lose a
Sean
point. Sean
Connery.
Thunderball is what actually caused the drama behind the scenes between the two producers and the actual studio, because somebody.
That's the one Kim Basinger was in, right?
What?
No, that's
Thunderball
Never
was
Say
the.
Never.
s-
Yeah, I've never seen Never Again. Yeah, yeah.
Stork. Hoover.
The Thunderball is the one that the story was written by.
Or Animal House. All right.
It was remade and bootlegged too. Interesting story if you watch the documentary on it.
Film features the song Just Around the River Bend.
Pocahontas.
Okay.
They can't consult. They're consulting.
Yeah, they were consulting.
You cannot answer.
That is
You
correct.
guys have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Okay. Answer was Pocahontas. Pocahontas. All right. 13-11. Going into the final round. Christian, the crowd, if they...
You guys
Christian,
act like
if the
that was a
crowd
Little
didn't already
Mermaid or
hate them
something.
enough,
It's
the
Pocahontas.
fact that they cannot get an animated question to go is really pissing this crazy crowd of people we have on.
Clark Wolf is going to challenge all of these people.
And a fun fact, Pocahontas is actually originally from Toonland.
So this is it.
What?
This is it. This is the
I completely forgot about that joke.
It all comes down to this, the
Jesus.
5th round. Score 13-11. The Patriots are up by 2. You guys, you're going to choose between 25 categories.
I'm just
The contestants
disappointed
will
they couldn't
pick
pull it off.
3 numbers.
Here we
And
go.
randomly, these categories will appear. 1 for a 1-pointer, the 3 for 3-pointer, and then the final 5 for 5 points. All right. What do you guys want from 1 to 25? Patriots. Patriots.
This is the hard part where you have to
5.
give us numbers.
4.
All right. 4, 12, 17.
4, 12, 17. Top 10.
12, 17. Okay.
14. 23.
14, 23.
7.
Top 10 is up first. Category 14.
I believe they said 14.
They did.
You say 14?
14,
Okay,
23,
okay.
and 7. All right. 14. All right, so the category of famous
I don't know why I
director
found that funny.
is going to go. 1-pointer. You're going to go. For the 1-pointer, who directed It's a Wonderful Life?
Frank Capra.
Frank Capra.
Frank Capra.
Frank Capra.
Capra.
Correct. 1 point. 13, 12. Comes to the 3-pointer.
And
Is
if
it
you
Frank
guys-
Capra?
You know,
Big
never mind.
3-pointer.
Never mind.
This is the 3-pointer right here. In order to take the lead. All right, in the category of drama, Matt knows, William H. Macy plays quiz kid Donnie Smith in this 1999 ensemble drama.
Can you repeat the question?
Quiz
Wonder
show?
Boys.
William H. Macy plays quiz kid Donnie Smith in this 1999
Wonder Boys.
ensemble
No,
drama.
is that 2000 or 99?
That's 2000.
No, it's Sneakers.
Boogie Nights.
Sneakers.
Wow, close.
Incorrect.
Magnolia.
Magnolia. So it comes down
Ah.
to the 5
Magnolia.
Magnolia.
Oh.
Top 10 misses the 5-pointer. The Patriots are the new team
No
champions.
pressure, boys.
All right.
I think we all know how this
Pick
ends.
Number 7
Yeah.
in the category
Yes.
of holiday films. Which actor played Ebenezer Scrooge in The Muppet Christmas?
Michael Caine.
That is correct. All right. So it is now 17-13.
What's funny? The
17
next,
to
like the
13.
next
The
2
Patriots
points
have a
mean
good
nothing.
chance here to win the titles if they can
They
get
all it is the 5-pointer that will
And
get
this
them the
could
game.
help, because if they get
Yep.
this one, they would only need
And
a
the
3-pointer
5-pointer on this
time.
one is
All right,
the
here we
story
go.
behind it is just really interesting.
Disney movies.
I can't remember the 5-pointer.
It's the Robert Duvall where they agreed it was something else, but then Snyder said Duvall anyway.
And Christian,
He
the
just-
category is Disney movies. You gotta pray for them. That
They
it's not an
agreed
animated
on-
question.
I believe it's Khan.
What was the name of Jasmine's pet tiger in Aladdin?
Raja.
Yep. Up to you, Raja.
I like to
Don't
point
look
out.
at him.
I don't.
Who
I have
he
no
ever
idea.
did to you?
Cuba.
It was not Cuba.
Looking crowd, who knows it?
And the shoestrings?
It is
All right,
Raja.
there you go. All right. So
Oh, of course.
Here
Fun
we go.
fact:
Jeff
Raja
Snyder
and
now.
Abu got cut from the musical because they couldn't.
Christian,
Raja,
all
Raja.
all the pressure rests on Jeff Snyder's shoulders. They need to get this one correct. If they miss it, they will be able to consult on the 5-pointer for win.
And we're down 4 right now, right?
it's
We're down
13,
4.
17.
This question really doesn't matter.
Well, it
No.
does. There you go.
Your category is Tim Burton. In The Nightmare Before Christmas, what was the name of Jack Skellington's pet?
0.
0.
The crowd has now scored
I guess.
27
Mhm.
points. 5, 4.
I'm gonna make Roka my pet after this next
2,
question.
1. You're not even answering. All right. The answer was 0.
Answer is 0.
Oh, wow. The beast screaming at the top of his lungs. All right, so this is it. It comes down
the marble!
to the 5-pointer.
Come on!
All right. This is big. If the Patriots
God, I
hit
wish
the
they
5-pointer,
missed it.
they're the new champions. If they miss it, top 10 keeps the titles. Here we go, Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the 5-point category question, which you may consult on, and for the victory, your
Ooh.
category is
animated movie. I'm kidding. It's totally not animated. Totally not animated movies. It's not animated movies. Your category, for 5 points. And the winner.
Oh, God.
Your category is crime films. Your question for the win. What veteran actor?
Imagine if they lost this question.
Joaquin Phoenix and Mark Wahlberg in We Own the Night. Heated debate going on.
And
they look like they're about to kiss.
But then
2, 1.
Robert Duvall.
And your winners and the new movie trivia show.
and the man shows up. I remember this.
Man, why?
Man just then split the Roka off.
I don't know if Mance these days would have done that.
He would definitely not. Absolutely.
But you have to remember, Mance Roka it's not a rivalry anymore.
Sucks that it isn't. I love that.
Christian, it is absolute bedlam right now. A very, I don't want to say well played match, but an evenly played match.
Oh my God.
Yo, I remember when I first watched this, and when Mance came out, my mind instantly thought that Mance had joined the Lions at that moment.
Nah, he was just
He has ever tasted gold. This is a long time coming for JTE. Unbelievable stuff here. They're going to talk to both the new champions and the former champions. Sasha
Wow.
Pro-Raver.
God help us. We've got Finstock here and your new champions. Come on, Team Patriots.
Hold on. Well. What do we have here? Just as I predicted, championship belts. Now, JT's been on a losing streak. Everybody says that, but that's because he didn't have me in his corner. Once he has me in his corner again, obviously they're sitting back wearing under hardware. What a great match! Look, here's the deal. We knew we were going to do this.
Say what you will, he's kind of correct.
Roka knew they were going to do this.
Wait, I have a really important question. Why are you here? You didn't help. I feel like this microphone should go right over here to Insnyder because Jeff Snyder carried this team to victory.
I think, it was a team effort.
Yeah, that's just
Total team effort.
And I love JT.
JT came up with some great answers today. Ingrid Bergman in Casablanca was one that...
You didn't know that?
It slipped my mind.
Whoa.
JT was awesome.
All right, good for you, man. Well, how do you guys feel? I mean, it was a single point victory.
I love how she comes off just slightly condescending, but it's obviously staged.
Okay,
It's
let me
fun.
tell you how that
Yeah,
question went
it's
down.
fun.
JT and I huddled up. I knew it was either James
Oh my gosh.
or Robert Duvall. And as I turned away from JT, as the clock wound down, I said, I'm going to say James Caan. And I turned to the mic and just gut impulse said Duvall. You must have been surprised.
It was literally between those two names, and I always told him, go with what your first gut reaction was, because initially he said James Caan. And this happened to me. I lost because I said the accused. I said it was Sansa Lambs when I knew it was the accused. I second-guessed myself. So when he said that, I said, go with James Caan. You're second-guessing yourself, because I honestly didn't know it. And then he just turned around and said Robert Duvall. And I literally locked eyes with Christian Harloff, waiting to hear the words, new champion. And when he...
And they never let go of that belt to this day.
I mean, again, give them the credit. It's been a year and they still got the belt, and who knows? Next week they might still have them.
Before this disrupts us again, here's my question for you guys.
Yes.
Roka is already talking about a rematch.
God, I'm sure he is. He's talking a lot.
Do you want a rematch? I mean, I know you like fondling this thing, but how do you feel about putting it back on the line? Do you feel prepared for that? Finstock, you're not part of the team.
I am the manager. Tell Nels to go watch Magnolia again, 'cause I don't know how he missed that one. Come on, Boogie Nights? Right then I kind of knew we were going to win.
I don't think that they get an automatic rematch. No, I think that they need to earn their way back up. We just put them back at the bottom of the league, and they can crap and claw and scrap and fight.
So who do you want?
Who do we want, JT?
I'll take whoever comes across.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really care.
We beat the best.
You know who I want? I'm just going to say it. I want the Schmoes. I want Ellis, and I want Harloff, because I'm sick and tired of them being ranked over me.
Gauntlet thrown down. I am here with Roka and Nose. Emotions running very high. Do you guys?
Low. Yeah, very low. Yeah.
Low. The emotions are low. Roka, right before we started, you were beating yourself up, saying Roger Moore.
Yeah, yeah. That you know, it's just the way these things go. Like every little point counts. You never know what they're gonna get right, what they're gonna mess up, and you kick yourself when you mess up something as easy as Thunderball, which is Sean Connery. You can even see the poster, and I don't know why I said Roger Moore. So,
but you guys had some other really, really difficult answers that you managed to pull out.
Yeah.
My big question for you is: do you feel like Jeff Snyder?
I just wish he had hit it.
Do you think he knew that all along, or do you think that was just pure luck?
Oh yeah.
I think he had two ideas in his head, and he just picked the wiser of the two. Just the way he looked and his body language on there, but at the same time, he still got the question right. I think I lost it for us. I missed so many effing questions. No. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I remember that. This was no, like.
Yeah.
He beat himself up quite a bit, sadly.
He did. And this is my thing. I love Matt Nose. He's a great person to have the Schmoedown. And this was just so hard to watch because he was really just beating himself up for this.
Toonland. I've said many times, JTE, sometimes when he's with somebody like a Finstock, he's the genius. When he's with somebody like Jeff Snyder, he's kind of the dead weight. So now what happens? Do you guys want to take them on again? You've got the mountain of Mance that you need to climb.
Yeah.
Where do you guys go from here?
Well, honestly, I think as the ones who just lost the belt, we should definitely be in a competition and be #1 contenders next. I think there should be a rematch clause in the contract where we get to take them on again because that was way too close.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's when Fad's commissioner.
Oh God.
So it's just like Matt's kicking himself, and I want Matt to get his what do you call it?
Redemption?
His redemption.
It was a one-point game, guys.
You carried us so many times, and it's bullshit. So whatever's gonna happen, we're gonna take them. It's 1 point, and they barely got it on the last second.
We're gonna see you guys again. All right, back to you. No, come on. What do you gotta say?
I was gonna say, for anybody that doesn't think this is real, this is all scripted. Trust me, I am gonna be beating myself up until I get a shot at a rematch with those assholes, and they're going down.
Tweet these guys some love. Tweet them some love, and for more love. Back to you
And
guys.
they got that rematch.
They did indeed.
Oh my God! Christian, you
talk
about
It was a joke and a half, sadly. But you know what? It was an earned win for a dynasty that is still going to this day.
And talking about dynasties. Get ready
yeah, but
for it.
Kearns, why are you happy about this match?
It's really big.
Because I've had to retire this jacket and shades, and I've finally been able to bring it back out. So,
What happens
yeah.
next? But look, that was one championship match. Yeah. Next, Roka's got to get
That's
right
fine.
back in this thing right now and play Riley. But coming up down the pike, we got you versus Merle. You got to get the hell out of here.
All right.
I'm gonna relieve myself of my duty commentating to get ready for Dangerous Dan Merle. Best of luck to Roka, to Riley. I look forward to defending my belt against either one of you idiots.
Now I'm gonna throw here to both the Riley and Roka package here as we see exactly what's happening with these two. When we get back, we're gonna have John Campia joining me at the table. Wow.
All right.
Bam. Out to the followers.
Hey, you just been retweeted by Riley around. Interesting.
Nice. All right, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Take a rest.
Oh.
The fuck is going on?
He's answering movie trivia questions in his sleep.
That'd be Steven Spielberg.
Oh.
All right, as we come back from
Yeah, this is a hard one to watch, though.
excited about
But
that match, obviously, and Mark Ellis as he goes to prepare for his title match against Dangerous Dan Merle. I'm joined by John Campia, who's back. John competed in the Interview thing today. What a showing! How did that feel? I mean, an hour-long match. What a great match that was.
That was far more fun than I thought it was going. And,
well, in reality, I should really be wearing a suit. Actually,
see the way he came back in that Hector was so
I should be wearing a suit.
Jeremy was so good. Ashley was so good. I was so good. But you know what? The right guy won. The right guy won. What a comeback there at the end. It was a thrilling match to be a part
And
of.
so much drama happening since that went down. You have Robert Meyer Burnett joining the Four Horsemen, and Roca and Nose at that time were the team champions. That is no longer the case. You had the Lions Den formed by Finstock saying, we're going to be a force here. And I was like, yeah, right. Goes out and gets Mark Andreyko to join the team. Then the Patriots win the titles. What's going to happen next with these guys? We don't know, but it's all about this match now. You got Riley and Roca part 2.
I'm gonna be going to the Schmoedown Spectacular in December. You can guarantee it. Put money on it.
I want that title. I want that belt around my waist.
What do they say? You don't spit into the wind. You don't step on Superman's cape. You don't mess around with the album.
Roca has probably the biggest mouth I have ever heard in my life. Come on, dude. Take the hat off, take the mask off, and use your blinders if you want. Put some earphones on. Put on your big boy shorts. Let's do this, John Roca.
I'm sorry. This is still, to me, if not the best, one of the best rivalries in the Schmoedown.
Oh, yeah. I said I was going to do what I've done except one thing.
Every match they had was
put a singles title around my waist.
incredible.
Riley, I beat you once. You smiley, go happy Superman guy who beat a bunch of tomato cans, beat a bunch of nobodies. You felt good.
Yeah, to be fair, in 2017, 2016, sorry. You
Don't make
who he
me
actually,
jump you just zip the lip, okay?
but you actually think who he beat in 2016?
That's like saying, look at who Roca beat in 2016 up until the tournament.
Yeah,
Vance,
and then he went through the tournament.
Kuga.
Me. I'm Outlaw Nation. I'm gonna beat
Yeah,
the
and then he
world.
did Christian and Riley.
On the president because he can't beat me. Nobody can beat me.
So much, Jacob. I hate you so freaking much. You can't just give me this one thing. Okay, we know he loses. I know he loses the match. Okay, God, I hate you, Mom. He doesn't even wear the Superman jacket in this match. So this is just everything's pointless. Why are we doing this?
What did I tell you guys from the beginning? What did I tell you from the beginning?
Hey, you know what? After this, I think we should really watch Hector versus Robert Meyer Burnett. I think a great match to rewatch. Right?
We can watch. Then we watch Dan Mel versus Christian Harloff again.
And we all
said I was going to
really, really upset.
Oh, that too,
We live Bibiadi versus JTE.
To all the viewers, I apologize. You guys came, you were like, this is going to be a fun rewatch spectacular. We're all ready to kill each other at this point. I'm sorry. You know what? You're right, Clark. I think I loved it as much as you loved Bibiani versus JTE. Or Late to the Party versus Critically Acclaimed. Or any Robert Meyer Burnett match past this Inner Geekdom one.
I need my glasses. It's starting to hurt.
They are coming, both him and Clark are coming off of that win against Real Rejects. Real Rejects had them on the ropes. Yep. And so Riley's got to get out of his head. Riley has been just spurting out answers, and he doesn't go to multiple choice sometimes. He's got to be that Riley we knew from 2014. John Roca, the question.
And he does, for everyone who likes to poo-poo over Riley, he did come back in this match, and he just got a really difficult. If his 5-pointer was easier, he would have won this match. He came back, for everyone, who likes to remind me that Riley loses. That was a fun time on the MTS page. Why are we reminding me of all these bad times?
Because it's fun.
And then you have Mark Riley, who has superhero movies, Star Wars movies, and cutting his hair and breaking combs. All right, there you go. So that is our tale of the tape. This is our #1 contender match. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time
time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Top Contender match. The winner of this match
And I remember this entrance. I was like,
Dangerous Dan
my
Merle
mind was
or
blown.
Mark Baby Carrot Ellis
Not
for
really,
the
but it was just
championship
really interesting.
next year. Introducing first, representing Collider. Oh, that's different. He is the number 3
Yeah, I was. What is this? Oh, wait, what?
with a record of 6 wins, 2 defeats, 3 knockouts, the 2014 Ultimate Schmoedown winner.
And this actually, for the fan award show, this won fan favorite entrance, and this is still one of my favorite entrances. It
Yeah.
was unexpected, and it's freaking cool.
Wow, different entrance here. What an entrance.
Yes, I can't wait for it either.
Smooth, calm, and collected. Can he bring that to the match? And his opponent, representing the 4 Horsemen,
John Ritter.
with a record of 4 wins.
Yeah, you gotta give the dude credit, and especially coming off that. I don't
Christian,
think so.
Christian revealed that in our interview that he didn't. He went back to back, and that's why at Collision, the top 10 match was earlier in the week, and wasn't in top 10. It wasn't in Collision, sorry. No.
He did, yeah, he did. I wish he would have done a worse match, but you know, where credit's due. You know what? I'm gonna whoop your ass even more. The more you talk.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 1
Really?
works like this.
Well, because Mark's held the belt twice. Maybe I can't even walk into a Macy's and hold the belt. I hate you, Clark, so much. What? You know what? I'm just gonna leave now, Jacob. This was great, guys. I'm gonna go have a good cry.
Second, Mark Riley, category 1 or 2?
1.
All right,
This-
Mark Riley. All right, Mark Riley, you're up first in the category of animated. While starring on a hugely popular sitcom, who lent their voice as Annie Hughes in 1999's The Iron Giant?
Jennifer Aniston.
While starring on a hugely popular sitcom, who lent their voice as Anna Hughes in 1999's The Iron Giant?
Jennifer Aniston?
That's correct. All right, 1 point for Mark.
That is.
I wouldn't call it underrated anymore. I think it just didn't do well at the box office, but now most people know about it.
Because they marketed it terribly.
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for Famke Jensen.
Yeah.
Famke Jensen. All right, in the category of horror. You'll find Dr. Sam Loomis in which horror franchise?
Halloween.
That's correct.
Correct.
All right, so then Mark Riley with a fast 2 points.
2 points out of a possible 3. All right, John Roca, we go to you for your first questions.
I forfeit. No, yes.
On to the no. Who voiced Mushu in the 1998 film Mulan? I'm sorry?
Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Eddie Murphy.
Correct.
All right. 4 Horsemen.
Who just said Roca?
Your second question under the category of action adventure. Which action flick paired
Maybe it
Arnold
was.
Schwarzenegger with John Leguizamo?
Sixth Day?
Is it Red Heat? No, that's John Belushi. No, Jim. What the Belushis?
We were looking for Collateral Damage.
Oh, yeah. I never saw
Oh, that's right.
That is such
That
a.
was such a bad movie.
it's such a just basic action flick, and I love Arnold, but that movie's just
was
so.
the setting for the original Nightmare on Elm Street?
Ooh. That's a great question. I don't know.
5, 4, 3,
Missouri.
We're looking for Ohio. Very difficult question.
All right. Back to Mark Riley. Category of war films. In which war do the events of the film Fury take place?
World War II.
World War
Correct.
II?
All right, Mark Riley jumping up to a 3-1 lead here.
The only war people like to make about, apparently.
Tilda Swinton won a Best Supporting Actress trophy for her role in what 2008
Michael Clayton.
film?
And it was a 2007 film that won it in 2008.
Chronicles of Narnia. That came out in 2007, if I'm correct.
No, it didn't. It came out in 2003 or something.
He took his
I think.
time, he thought it out, he processed it out, and came up with it.
All right, Mark Riley, in the category of box office. What was the domestic
I'm sure.
top
2005.
movie in the Bourne franchise? Was it A, The Bourne
Ultimatum.
B, The Bourne Supremacy, C, The Bourne Ultimatum, or D, Jason Bourne?
The Bourne Ultimatum.
That's correct.
Wow.
5-1 going into Mark Riley had a big first round here. Now it goes back to the Outlaw.
All right. Mr. Roca.
This is so. I hate this retrospective thing because I can't watch this and get excited because I know how it ends.
Oh, well. Nah, it's good.
Correct.
Roca scoring some points.
No hesitation there.
No, that was good. He needs a little bit of a comeback here.
Under the category of Oscars, Kate Winslet won a Best Actress statue for what 2009 film?
But for all of you, again, doing a retrospective, you have to imagine, yeah, Matt was like, yeah, 5 points up, like, and then he was just completely crushed. After this, I'm like, I don't care if it's Ellis or Merle. I don't care.
Your final question in round 1. Under the category box office, what DC movie currently has the
I don't even
all-time high in domestic box
think that was a thing.
office? Is it A, The Dark Knight, B, The Dark Knight Rises, C, Batman, the 1989 version, or D, Suicide Squad?
Yep. Everything was late to the party doing reactions at this point.
Don't know. Maybe.
I just reactions wasn't a huge thing. That's all I remember is reactions for Schmoedown wasn't a big thing.
Wow. All right. Well, going into round 2, Riley has a pretty good lead.
Also, they don't really do those anymore.
All right, round 2.
Like multiple choice in round 1. But I think that's because round 1 has changed.
Yeah.
And they will spin the wheel, and if they land on a category they do not like, they can spin it again, unless of course
Yeah.
opponent's choice. Each question is worth 2 points.
I think that was a good change they did for round 1
Yeah.
to just the whiteboards. I think was a good change.
This round, Mark Riley, you are up 5-2. Would you like to go first or second?
I'm going to go first.
All right.
Well, I'm.
Spin the wheel.
Yeah.
He has control right now. He wants to keep control.
There's the spin.
And it lands on
It is.
Spinner's choice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Star
Remember the opposite for it was the complete opposite in the next match where
When
he won
he-
the belt.
Yep. Everything was working against him.
Question 1. What command did Emperor Palpatine employ to turn the clone troopers against the Jedi in Revenge
Yep.
of the
Order
Sith?
66.
Order 66.
That's correct. All right. Question 2. Why did Luke want to go to Tashi Station in New Hope?
Yep.
To pick up some power converters.
That's correct. All right. Question number 3. In The Phantom Menace, Anakin has a young human friend on Tatooine. What is his name?
Kickster.
Multiple
No,
choice.
Is it
they weren't
A,
friends.
Dak, B, Zan Wesley, C, Kitster, D, Quinlan Voss?
Can you repeat, please?
Is it A, Dak, B, Zan Wessel, C,
C. Kitster, D. Quinlan Voss.
C.
That's correct.
Yes.
Kitster. And your final question in the category of Star Wars: where does Princess Leia falsely tell Grand Moff Tarkin the rebel base is located in A New Hope?
Dantooine.
Correct.
They're on Dantooine.
So after the second round,
Again, like I said, Riley took his loss from Roka and he learned to not blurt out answers, to just take the time, and it's
Round and round.
Hands on.
Oscars.
well, because there was a rebel base there. There was a rebel base there.
Spin again if you want.
Yeah, it was just to have them not blow up Alderaan, because she thought she gave them the location of the base.
4, 3.
You all right?
You gonna go for it? All right,
He's
he's
going to
with
go for
All
Oscars.
right.
John Roca, your first question in
Oh
category
my god,
2.
Clark.
Name the film that
Back to the
saw actress
Schmoedown.
Gwyneth Paltrow win the Best Actress Oscar.
Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare in Love.
Hook.
By the way,
I think for.
by the way, better than Saving
kidding.
Private Ryan. I don't care what anybody says.
And I will be on that train as well.
And
Deserve best picture that year.
Boo.
Saving Private Ryan.
actually agree with John
Boo.
Roca. All right.
Campia.
I'm sorry, I'm on that train too.
Category of Oscars.
Saving Private.
Like,
Sorry.
What's the next train to get out of this?
Sorry, Shakespeare in Love is insanely good movie.
The Hurt Locker. Correct.
Wow, look at Roca. Roca fighting back tough. Fighting back.
Your third question.
You're right.
Under Oscars. Who won the Best Actress Oscar for her role in the 1984 film Places in the Heart?
Sally Field.
Wow. Correct. Look at Roca. That's that Roca
Yep.
we know. Roca
Was that the
fighting
"You
back
Love
tough,
Me"
not
speech?
going down quietly.
I think so.
All right. Your final question under the category of Oscars. What is the name of the killer that Hannibal Lecter assists the FBI in identifying in Silence of the Lambs?
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like that.
That took me too long to get.
Yeah, it did.
It looked like he was in trouble. There he is.
And this is coming from a guy who thinks Manhunter is better than Silence of the Lambs. That's because I'm a weirdo, I guess. Some people have told me.
You give me shit for liking.
Dude, Manhunter's a great movie.
Choose 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
5, 7, 19.
5, 7,
Wow.
19.
That 19 is just what kills him. God, I hate them. Why are we doing this?
12, 14, and 16. All right. John
It's weird that this is only like a 3-round match.
It is.
Yep. Maybe if it was 5 rounds, Riley would have
Tom
won.
Cruise in the war thriller Valkyrie.
Bryan Singer.
Jesus didn't direct it.
That's his directorial debut.
Wow, all right. Roca. Roca fighting.
All right. Mr. Roca, for your
Robert saying, of course you knew that one.
you chose the number
Yep.
14, which gives you the category of comic book movies. For the lead, in which movie is the title character aided by Abe Sapien, a merman with psychic powers, and Liz Sherman, a
Hellboy.
woman with pyrokinesis?
That look.
Could you repeat that again, please? Sure, because I'm sure repeating it is going to help you. In which movie is
Oh,
the title
John.
character aided by Abe Sapien, a merman with psychic powers, and Liz Sherman, a woman with pyrokinesis? Hellboy. Correct! Apparently it did help him to repeat the question.
I'm a John Roca fan, but this is just.
I don't buy that for
That
a
was-
fucking second.
Here comes a big ending that we're all gonna be happy about.
And now Steve Carell is up. We have. All right, so now we have Mark Riley. He picked category 5, which was Oscar movies. Who starred as Karen Blixen in the Best Picture winner Out of Africa?
Here we go.
That's
correct.
Wow, he got really close. Damn.
Yeah, he gets.
He just if he got his 5,
Yeah.
he win the match.
But this comes back to that the 2-pointer thing. If round 1 was a 2-pointer, it would. If sorry, not round. If
Category 1.
Yeah, category 1 was 2-pointers. It would have.
Yeah. Is this the first match where spinner's choice you land on and they lost?
Well, because he would have 17 right now.
This might be the first match where spinner's choice lost.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, it's not.
You sure?
Because spinner's choice came up pretty early last year.
Yeah, there definitely were matches. Clark, are you just trying to make this worse than it already is for me? You just trying to find more ways? Like, you got spinner's choice and you lost.
Did I do that?
Ben Stiller
I do that.
have an ill-fated marriage in which
Heartbreak Kid.
Correct.
There you go.
That movie is
By the way,
Awful.
not good.
I hate that film. It is so awful.
This is it.
Awful.
Both on the top of their game right now.
This is I'm on the edge of my seat, Matt.
Mark Riley in the category of the movies. Who played
Now, who actually knows this
leading
answer?
man in 1991's Jungle Fever?
Nah.
Oh no.
What is that movie?
Poor Matt.
5, 4,
Denzel Washington.
and your winner, advancing
And for a split second, I went, is it Denzel? Is it? Please let it be Denzel.
Wesley Snipes.
Wow. You good, Matt?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Cool. You've had a year to
Why do
heal.
I have to relive this?
Yep.
What are we gonna relive next? Me getting rejected by a girl in high school? I mean, come on. What do we want to do next, guys? By the way, I'm angry that I'm 20 and there's water and no alcohol in this right now.
Thank you, gentlemen. I am standing here now with the winner, Roca. Minutes ago, you were here as the losing
I hate this match.
man.
No, in all honesty, Mark Riley #1, John Roca #2, and especially what happens at the end of the next match. I'm with Roca winning.
Why did you hesitate? Why weren't you sure whether or not you wanted to go with that category? Because it seems like Oscars would be a slam dunk for you.
I think
And it was.
Yeah, well, I think frazzled from the team match and also messing up that 2009 The Reader with Kate Winslet. I didn't know how obscure the questions were going to be, and I didn't know what was in the situation where I was going to be.
Oh,
thank you.
Clark, we're killing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was about to be a challenge.
Thank you, Wolves
I
of
thought
Steel.
Clark was calling in for a
No, I like that.
challenge.
I like that.
Oh, I'm for a second.
Clark,
Oh, it's already
I
going
forgot
well.
about
But
that.
here's interesting.
Yeah.
Challenge from Clark Wolf
No, it's
because
not.
you have been whining forever
Yeah.
about wanting the title shot.
Well,
Well, sir, you have it.
Yeah.
So now what?
Here's the thing. When you speak things into
That was actually really interesting that just happened right there.
focus and you fight, even when you're down. I
Shut
was
up.
down. He got Star Wars. No business winning. I fought back and won. That's what it takes. You speak things into the universe. Things can happen. I don't have a
He
belt
said it,
right
not
now,
me.
but I have a shot for another one. And we're gonna come back and get the tag team belts as well. 4 Horsemen's gonna ride. We're gonna ride through this whole tournament. Trust me on that.
So Roger Moore was your downfall last time, and this time Wesley Snipes is your salvation, as he is for us all. Please. And I am here with Mark Riley. This is kind of a shock, am I right?
No, Roca's this guy every time brings it. And man, I thought I had him. But that last question, you know what I have to say about Jungle Fever? Fuck that movie.
You heard it here.
Wow.
Damn it.
Fuck that movie.
There was a gap in my knowledge and it cost me the game. What can I say?
Well, when you heard 90s movies, were you concerned, or did you think like, oh,
No,
I was alive in the 90s?
90s movies is one of my strong suits, but there are gaps. And like I said, Jungle Fever. I haven't seen it. I know there's a little controversy towards the about the casting. I think at the time, most people are pointing out now, they knew it, and so they're telling me, of course, that I blew it. But and everybody on the internet, I'm sure, yeah, didn't know it. Didn't know it.
It's okay.
Didn't know
But
it.
you know what you did know and had no problem with when when you got that spinner's choice and you got to say the words Star Wars.
You know what? I was going for the kill, and saw Star Wars. It made it back on the wheel. I took it.
And let me tell you, Roka said that once that happened, he thought this was over. He thought it was done.
I thought I had him. He was checking out. But you know what? That's the thing about Roka, the outlaw. He's good. He can come back. He's a beast. So you know what? I can beat him. It just it all depends on the questions and that wheel. And you saw it here.
Well, now that we have you in this position, where would you like to go from here? Who do you want to see next? Who do you want to take on? Where is your road to redemption?
You know, it doesn't matter. I'm enjoying the hell out of this league. We got some great competitors, Bibiani and Draco. Look at the Outlaw. Can't wait to see Dan and Ellis because it's all going to set the stage. I'm always going to be a contender. Anybody who's going to take me on is going to be fearful, and that's what I love. I'm going to come back. Don't worry. I'm going to get some wins. I'm coming back. Doesn't matter where.
That's right. He's coming back, and right now.
I was so happy when he said that. I was like, yes, I'll be back. And then July. Something else happened. I mean, this was, again, for everyone who did not watch The Rise of John Roca, I don't really think the gravitas of John Roca's match and getting this title shot, you know? From Bespin to Destined.
Loses the titles, but he gets the title shot. And that's what we're going to have to look forward to. Which John Roca are we going to see going into the title shot? And again,
Here comes the final match between Baby Carrots and the one and only Dan Merle.
Be upset about the outcome of this match. Jacob's happy, so, you know.
Yeah.
Evan's not here.
I would have loved to see the reaction with you and Jacob with that. That would have been great.
Oh, what? When Riley lost his belt to Merle?
Well, actually, Riley versus Merle and Riley versus Roca, too.
And again, Mark Ellis was on a different run, which was I believe he only played against JTE before the tournament. Yeah. And then he just went on this run in the tournament. And I remember there was some controversy over, well, look who Ellis beat in the tournament versus Roca. Roca really should have won, you know, because
Ellis had the easier route.
Yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, routes mean nothing. It's how you play in the match when you're playing, you know.
Exactly. I mean, look at the last team tournament. Who would Sam Levine had probably the hardest route. JTE had a pretty easy route, but there were players who had easy routes, but just never Ellis had probably arguably one of the easiest routes.
But you know.
But he got kicked out in the first round.
What was thrown behind him?
I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, the dog. Oh my god. He's coming out to his kind of Baby Carrot song. Look at him carrying that belt. That was a big moment when he came out in the full orange suit.
Isn't that Josh's suit?
I don't know about that.
I thought they said that, but maybe he was joking.
They might have. I haven't watched this match in a while. I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't watched that match in a while.
Second year in a row, he's won the Ultimate Schmoedown, and now he's coming for Dan Murrell. Mark Ellis is going up.
And Mark Ellis actually told me that was going to be his entrance song when I met him at New York City Comic Con that year.
Cool.
That was a hard match to watch.
That's the first Collider Schmoedown.
Yep. And I wanted Champion to win. And I like Dan Murrell. I just thought I was a bigger John Campia fan.
The second Nightmare on Elm Street
Was Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Yeah, I mean, for me, with that first match, I wanted to compete to it. It was like no idea who Dan Murrell was at that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dan Murrell is one of the best screen junkies. In fact, he is my favorite screen junkies. Actually, Nick might be.
Yeah, this was a hard match to watch.
Marion Ravenwood.
He took the belt from my Wolves of Steel partner, Mark Riley. So I feel like not only do I need to bring the belt home for Collider, I need to bring it back for Wolves of Steel. You guys just guess. I don't know the answer. Anthony Hopkins.
And your winner, and still Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
His only loss was to Roca this year, right?
Nope. Roca and Harloff.
And Harloff, yeah.
Yep.
I don't care if it's Andy Signor, I don't care if it's you, I don't care if it's Ellis or Harloff or Mance. When the championship's on the line, I come to play.
Man, it is heated in there right now. I had the opportunity to call
Indeed.
the first three matches of the Schmoedown Spectacular, and now it's time to go into battle against somebody who I consider a good friend.
And this was a huge match.
Certainly deserves being the top of the mountain.
Because they both had, you know, they both had runs and different types of runs.
Yep.
And then there was, of course, the Dan Murrell had the option of, when he beat Clark Wolf, there was the option of waiting to play the winner of the tournament or playing the tournament, but every match would be a title match. The belt would be on the line.
Mark Ellis, I don't care if you created the game. I don't care if you wrote the questions. I am still gonna beat you. It is not gonna be a happy holiday for you.
Wasn't that the lowest
Ho ho ho! That schmo is going down today.
She just, you know, I love Clark Wolf. She's one of my favorite competitors. She had that thing that happens in Schmoedown. You're just having that off day. The questions just are not going your way, and it sucks that it happened in a title match. But I'm happy she has.
Yep.
She did bounce back. She did bounce back this season. I was very happy to see her not be, you know, downtrodden. Some would say, I guess, you know. And I'm hoping, you know, I can't wait to see her next season. Because she's great.
If it hadn't been that he competed in the team matches last year with Riley, he'd clearly be Rookie of the Year. He's going for Player of the Year right now. Yeah. I mean, this guy has 4 wins with the technical knockout rule. He's got 3 knockouts, right? And if he wins tonight, that's 5 straight victories without a loss. That ties Riley. If he wins tonight, that's the most title defenses with 2. He clearly is the best at the
Hey, Kristen.
Hello, yes, Kristen Smith has joined us just in time for the title match. How are you doing?
I planned it perfectly.
You missed me crying. Actually, the tears were just dried off.
Yeah, obviously, I just wanted to avoid Matt crying.
Clark didn't.
Kristen, pause at 1 hour and 18 minutes, and I'll give you a 10-second count.
Okay, hold on.
Cool.
It's cold outside, man.
Has never lost a match, 4 straight victories, and to be fair, his only loss coming against Little Evil, but he got every question right, and it was during the betting round.
Okay.
Okay, cool. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hour and 18.
awesome.
He's almost looked unstoppable.
Yep.
Can he carry it into
You know, Kristen, we were all talking about this. Campia versus Merle. Were you a Team Campia or a Team Merle person?
Campia versus Merle?
Yeah, the first match. We were talking about the first Collider Schmoedown match. Who'd you want to win?
Merle.
Merle. Okay. Malcolm, it was real funny. Malcolm wanted Campia to win just because he had no clue who Merle was.
Yes. Yeah. No. Dan Merle. All the way. This is a hard match though because it was like, damn it, my favorite people.
Main event. I haven't seen that since this match.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then Harloff gets up and leaves. And I do have to give Merle credit. He does have a great joke when they put Clark Wolf in.
This is now the cover photo.
This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite entrances from him.
Yeah, this is great.
And this is the cover photo of the this is the cover photo of MTS right now.
Almost
Mark
as
Ellis
good as
credit.
the Carrot entrance.
Give Mark Ellis credit that he came out, played a 5-round title match under those lights in a Santa Claus. Give him credit.
It's hot in that studio. Mark always
Oh my
wears
God.
like the hottest costumes, like extra padding, things on his face, extra hat. Like he's probably like dying.
Boys and girls, he is in a festive spirit. He is throwing out carrots. He's throwing carrots out. I like that.
He's throwing out carrots. Did you see someone threw one back?
Yeah.
They were like, get this out of here,
I
carrots.
bet that was Ricky. I feel like that's a Ricky thing. Or Tom. Tom might have done
like a Tom, or a John Roca, or a Ramar
It might
Burnett.
have been Roca because Roca felt like he should be in this match.
Maybe. Still, like, this entrance music is so effective.
Yeah.
I mean, it's this interesting thing with the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, which is a lot of times they choose these popular existing songs from movies or just in general. But now if you're a fan of the Schmoedown, like, a lot of people can't hear the Superman theme without thinking of Mark Riley walking out. John scene without thinking about Merle walking out.
Yep.
Wild thing without thinking of Makuga walking out. Like, it's just this cool thing about the Schmoedown.
Hungry like the wolf without thinking about
Clark Wolf. Yeah.
Ash also really loves Samu.
Is that Ash?
Yeah.
Co-commentator.
Off camera, just yelling his support.
We better be getting puppy cam right now.
So we got.
There you go.
Oh.
His nose is really cold because he was outside.
Doesn't have the tape on the ears anymore.
Oh yeah, they're up. Kind of. This one's a little floppy, but that's cute, so it's all good. Yay!
She's good at the commentator seat. We don't see it that
Yeah,
often.
she's great. She's great. I miss Campia as a commentator. I miss Campia commentating. He was great.
Yeah, I would love to see Clark as a commentator more.
Yeah.
Or
Is this-
any female as a commentator more.
When's the last time she was a commentator? I know it was this season. I just forget when.
I can't tell you.
Wasn't she there for the It match?
She was. She was?
Oh, God.
Was she?
It was her and Riley, but I thought that they were like team captains or something. Like, I know that. How did that work?
I forget.
What's going on?
No,
Oh,
because it was a free-for-all style.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that Clark was the announcer for that with Christian. I think Malcolm's right.
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and
No,
look.
no. Free for all, it was Knapsack, Harloff and
No, we're
Cambria.
talking about the it match.
Oh yeah, she was there. Yeah,
Yeah, she was the
It
one.
was a free for all style.
You guys said free.
I said free.
This is what happens on this reflection. We're not just reflecting on Spectacular. We're just reflecting on the Schmoedown in
It's the
general.
whole shebang.
That's the whole
It
point.
was. I pulled up the video. It was Christian and Clark. So
Yeah.
you're right.
Okay. Cool.
Malcolm knows more than all of us combined.
Wow.
All right, all right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. All right.
Hmm.
We
Tell
were
us
having
to
a
quiet
Schmoedown battle.
Ash.
No. Just a second.
Matt likes to think he knows a lot, but he doesn't.
Clark, again. Every time I give you a match where Bibiani loses, it's because he's actually lost.
Oh man. Make me sad inside.
Good. You just made me sad inside for the entire match.
It's so weird watching these matches that don't have the questions up on the screen.
I
We
know.
were saying that earlier,
Yeah.
and I still say if the Schmoedown gods ever shine down on me and I was to play the match, I would make that joke and say, "Excuse me, the questions are not right in front of my face."
Well, that's adorable, Matt. Ouch, Ash.
He's an asshole.
He is an asshole. He's the biggest asshole of all time. The guy's hit like his peak activity season.
Clerks 2.
Santa Ellis.
Who directed the greatest show on Earth?
The Ringling Brothers.
Also, like how much I'm sure we already talked about the format. How much the format changed.
Oh,
Yeah.
we literally talked about how we got to the point of talking about how like they have moving images now, not just the standard. pictures.
Hey, there is a moving image in the corner. There's a little circle around the belt.
It's just, there's a 3D animated thing there. Yeah.
It's moving. It moves.
And we were also talking about how this was the second match since Riley Merle when there was a crowd and you were supposed to know there was a crowd there watching this.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the crowd cam in a long, long time.
Yes, it's been we'll probably see it next week.
Yeah, probably.
Assume we'll see it next week.
You
That
would
will be the backstage segments at the end for Collision and Freefall like this year.
Ash.
Chip.
Yes, Chip. Chip. Little Chip.
This is the first time I've watched this match since a year ago.
Yeah, I haven't watched Spectacular in a while.
Ouch.
I watched part 1 a lot for obvious reasons.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Ow, ow, ow.
Now, I remember there being a thing where, and I can see why they didn't do this, but there was originally a thing where Harloff said on Twitter, they're going to split Spectacular into each match.
Oh, I don't think they're doing that.
No, I was saying, I think it was just a joke he had made to some guy who was like, I don't care about storylines. Like, I don't want to watch a 4-hour video. But I remember that and going, why would they do that?
I think it's going to be 2, 2, and 2.
I think so. Because some of these, I think, are going to be longer.
Oh,
And then plus
by
there's
the
gonna
way,
be
I'm
a
talking about
ton
this
of
Spectacular.
Smack Talk, I bet.
He had made a tweet about that. and-
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh my god.
The amount of smack talk, I think.
Oh, make it a prince.
That is incorrect. It is to be a prince.
Oh.
Because he has the fake wish, which is to escape the cave, but he just screws with Genie.
Did Denzel Washington give an inspirational speech to his mixed race high school football team in Remember the Titans?
Independence Day. Oh wait, no, I just heard a speech.
Wow.
From Remember the Titans.
The Titans. Bill Pullman is not in that movie.
What else? I mean, what else have we talked about? So I don't keep saying the same thing.
That's great. We've been watching this for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So we've talked a lot.
You could repeat some things. I think we forget what we've talked about.
Everything I've said has been a repeat.
Hey, you're not
wasn't
TT. It's okay.
Wasn't it after this match that Ellis retired?
Yep. Ellis retired.
Yep.
He didn't retire. He took a break.
He just
take a
break.
Yes,
took a break.
yeah.
Yeah. He's doing what Mark
Hey, that's not Sasha Forever. Look at that old wheel. It's adorable. The old rickety wheel.
A lot of stuff has happened for John Roca today, John.
Yeah, John Roca had such a full day.
Yeah.
Yes. And we talked about how in our interview with Harloff, he played back-to-back those matches.
They weren't edited together that way. Apparently, they were actually shot back to back.
I believe it. The wheel is so small.
So hard to read too.
And there's no pictures.
Brad Pitt.
Who's Brad Pitt? I need a picture on the wheel to help me out.
I think we would all just like a picture of Brad Pitt.
I mean, I didn't say it.
So
Oh.
release dates, not seeing spot mints.
Yes.
That's true.
Spinner's choice.
That was the nail in the coffin.
I mean, yeah.
Let's give this to Ellis. This match ends 23-20, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it's a pretty close match.
So I would not say a nail in a coffin.
I think Ellis has a good round too. I don't remember the specifics of this match, but I think he has a good
I
round.
have not watched this match in a while. It's nothing against Dan Murrell and Mark Ellis. It's just, Alyssa Milano. Yeah.
Is it A, Christina Applegate? B, Heather Locklear? C, Tiffany
Chris was writing the questions at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's been writing them.
I think he's been writing them since the Schmo Lighter.
Or?
I believe so.
Question number 2. What actress was cast
Can't be with his timer.
in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but was ultimately cut from the film?
Oh, what's her face? From Divergent. Yeah. Now, I'm surprised no one was like, what?
What is the name of Batman's motorcycle in The Dark Knight?
The Bat Cycle.
Batpod.
I have.
Yeah, the little toy.
Freya behind.
Question number 4.
Aww.
In 2007's Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, the Silver Surfer is a harbinger of what evil entity? Correct.
Bad Marvel movies.
A giant purple cloud is the correct answer.
Mark Ellis needs a really good round here to stay in this thing. Mark, it is your turn to spin that wheel.
Thank you, John.
You know he's hoping for sports if he can get it. Round it goes, he lands on opponent's choice.
Oh.
Oh.
Spinner's choice for himself, and Mark spins opponent's choice. Now Mark has the choice to pick any category off that board, and Mark must take that category.
You know what? I grant wishes to kids all over the world. What's one more? Fuck it.
It looks like Dan Murrell is very happy with what's coming down to Chimney this year.
I'm gonna go with the one that I avoided, and I'm gonna say Brad Pitt.
All right.
It's so funny when a competitor has such a good season one year and then not a great season the next year.
Yeah.
I like
There's been a lot of that where things trade off in the like between 16 and 17, and then the opposite way around, like people who tanked in
I mean, look at
2016, JTE.
Well, because there's a lot of people like Take Makuga, which was really a lot of the rule changes is what took Makuga down from 16 to 17, and ring rust is a real thing sometimes when it comes to movie trivia.
Which makes me confident for next year that things are going to be looking the complete opposite than they were this year.
I will believe it. I will believe that he and Whitney and him on his own, he can bounce back.
Especially when Ricky wins the manager bowl.
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Clark.
Damn it, Matt.
Yeah, Clark. Come on.
Team Dagnino, all right?
Emma Fife for life. Come on.
Malcolm, just choose Jay.
Malcolm, you have one. Fun. You only have one choice available. You spoke too late.
I mean, I do think, like, out of the four, like, Jay's probably the better one out of general movie trivia, so...
Oh, well, see, we had an even panel.
I don't care if you're faking that just because we told you could only use him, but that worked out well, didn't it?
Yeah. Fife for life.
It is what I was thinking. Like, Emma Fife probably wanted the match, found someone to manage because it's her chance to get revenge on everyone who's interrupted her interviews.
This video went by really quick.
Yeah. To be honest, like
it's an hour and 52 minutes. There's only 20 minutes left. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've just started watching.
Yeah.
I've been here since
2:30 my time. It didn't feel like 3 hours, did it?
No, it didn't. It's and this is the thing. Again, this being a retrospective, we could talk about this type of stuff. This is what I love about the Schmoedown is the fact that I can sit on here for nearly 4 hours with my friends watching Schmoedown, and I don't feel like it's been 4 hours. I've just been loving talking about these matches, watching a lot of them that I haven't seen a lot of them since a year ago.
Yeah. Ow.
A lot of them I avoid.
I haven't seen a lot of matches since I got a puppy, so.
I just avoided one of the matches from this for reasons.
Oh, John Roca's still out there.
Yeah, he got shorter, but I like his hair. Oh, what?
It was Sasha the whole time?
Like, Lord Scoop, that was unexpected. Oh. Where was Freya?
She's down there. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
God, or Ash. Oh, Shaggy. To anyone who's been sticking with us for this 4-hour video, you're welcome for this.
Just that one moment. Yep. That's all you need. Ow, he like broke my nose.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I apologize.
So this is basically like Family Game Night. I'm just going to keep all the flaws in. Doesn't matter. I don't care.
Hey, the flaws are what makes people want to watch us on Take 3. That's what I keep telling myself.
Do it. When blood just like starts dripping down my face, definitely keep that in there. Yeah.
I just yell at John Campbell, Campbell, there's blood everywhere. Watching the show retrospective was a terrible idea. Why'd you let us do this? I did not know this movie.
I can't imagine being an audience member in this match. I probably would have like just been crying the whole time.
Oh God. Now if I'm remembering correctly, and I could be completely wrong here, I think this is the round that I just have a feeling like this is when Ella started to come back. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that he bridges the gap at some point and makes it not even, but
What do they call
Wolverines?
correct?
Wolverines.
I was gonna go with Russia.
Question 2. Which U.S. state provides the setting for the film 50 First Dates?
ow, Hawaii.
Correct.
Wow, back and
Oh
forth.
boy, oh boy, oh boy. Question 3. Who composed the score for Tron Legacy?
Daft Punk.
That is correct.
Wow.
Wow. That.
Yeah, buddy.
Bing Crosby.
Question 4.
And like the buzzer system has even changed.
Yeah,
we
the
talked
buzzards are really,
about this.
really kind of a Stone
Like, you
Age.
know,
It's the Stone Age of the Schmoedown. Yeah,
yeah, I feel like it's been a year
I
and
know.
so much has changed.
Oh my.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's just the natural progression.
That's why, I was talking about how, like, for everyone who was watching the Collider season since Merle Campaign, the idea of this spectacular was insane. Like, putting all of these matches in, like, one video.
Dangerous Dan Merle leads 14-11 with only 3 points
I
separate
think
them as we
I just can't even imagine what next week is going to be like.
Craziness, I'm sure.
Like,
This is just crazy, but I think what we're seeing is there's a reason why Dan has the belt, and there is
I wouldn't know.
reason why Mark Ellis is up there challenging him for
why
it.
would you?
Yeah,
Seriously.
sanity.
Well, I don't see into the future.
In my hot tea. Look into my tea leaves and read your future.
She is very hot.
I just know
So-
a lot of them are
God.
a lot of the matches are really hard to predict because they can go either way.
Yeah.
It's
Except for you,
Every match.
you
Just-
live in the day forward for us Americans, so you know who wins the matches.
It's true, right? Is that how time zones work? Like,
I think we've all come.
It's not,
Yeah.
it's not the 22nd
Yes, Clark?
Yeah, I think we've all come to the conclusion that the Schmoedown is absolutely impossible to predict, no matter
unless
how you try.
Except because there are too many times that the much higher ranked competitor the Schmoedown is
It's luck based.
as much luck as it is what you know. You never know what the wheel is going to hit. You never know what round one's going to be. You never know when you pick those 3 random numbers in round 3 what you're going to get. It's
yeah.
that's what I love about. Because here's the thing: if the Schmoedown was predictable, why would we want to watch it? Why would we watch a match where I go, I know that JT's gonna win this match? Like, who wants to watch that?
Well, we are watching that now. We know who wins.
Well, yeah, that's true.
This is okay, but this is we're rewatching this part. This isn't
That's
new.
true.
Oh,
This is-
man.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That Spooner's choice is the thing that got him the win, though.
He was up by 2
True.
in the first round. He stayed up by about 2 or 3 pretty much the entire match.
I hope we see.
Yes, Gordon Bombay.
I hope we see Dan come back in the free for all.
I love the Mighty Ducks.
Me
Can
too.
we-
Dan
can
is
we
a
watch
great
the
guy.
Mighty Ducks as a watch along, Chris?
How about for National Duck Day?
It's hockey season.
It's hockey season currently.
It's always hockey season.
Is it?
That's not.
Season never ends.
Isn't there like a National Duck Day?
I still have never seen this movie. I've heard about it, but I've never watched it. Never watched it.
This is insane.
I'm surprised Clark hasn't said that it takes Dan Merle 5 rounds to get as many points as it took Bibiani 3 rounds. That's not an ooh. That's a. I thought that would be a Clark gloating moment.
January 13th is National Rubber Ducky Day. January 18th is National Peking Duck Day.
My God, so we have our
Why do
date
we have Duck
for
Day?
Matt.
There's also a lame Duck Day, a Donald.
Okay, but there are 3 Mighty Ducks movies. There's a trilogy.
We could do it for all
January
3.
13th, 18th, and February. You do understand, Matt, that you then have to give up your January month slot.
I'm not gonna do that. No. I'm sorry.
Or you can wait a year for the next Rubber Ducky Day.
Yeah, we could do that. And this, like, and again, going back to the unpredictable.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you know.
Who would have thought?
Who knows? It comes down to this one question. That's something I love. The team titles, the singles #1 contender, and the singles title all come down to the last question.
Yeah. This was such a good tournament. Like,
yeah, this was so good.
So good.
Yeah.
And it was the perfect cap to just this amazing thing. This amazing year.
Well, because this whole first year was all about building the league and like getting everything.
It was established because look at 2014.
Wow.
It was different. Oh, by the way, yeah, guys. Again, going back to Schmoedown stuff, I knew the score was 23-20. Okay, get on my level. But yeah. And now we get one of the best Schmoedown moments, which is Roka breaks into Merle's interview.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the best moments.
I still like the interview where Riley just goes off on him.
Oh, that's
Roka. That's a great interview.
That's such a good, yeah. That's a great interview.
Seriously.
Well, because Emma just leaves and Riley just unleashes on her.
Yeah. And everyone's like, is that real? Is that fake?
That's Riley just getting
No.
put. That's Riley just getting put. He was sick of the outlaw. He was sick of the outlaw walking around with that belt.
I think it was staged, Matt. A lot of this stuff is
Wait. Time out, but the Schmoedown is real.
Yeah, but the storylines aren't. I mean, they are, but they are. Like, they're natural, but sometimes they're planned.
What? I'm more confused at this point.
I lingered into a Chris Clark moment just now, but I didn't say beautiful at the end, so excuse me, let me try that again.
Man.
Sorry. Yeah, the matches are always real, but the storylines are sometimes fake. Rock
It's
and
the
roll.
WWE.
They're beautiful. They're majestic lapras.
Just like John Rogan doesn't say gravitas that much.
Talking about John Roca. Just waiting for him to show up anytime now.
Did you invite him or something?
I meant in the interview.
Oh, I thought you meant here. I'm like, oh, if he shows up. Like,
that was a thing.
I'll laugh if he just pops up in Skype.
I like those belts. Those are good.
We're the Lions Den here.
No.
Conspiracy theory. Dan Murrow is Chris Doman.
No.
Or
20% off. The future shirt at Universal Studios. But we'll get you, and we'll make sure.
Yeah.
Keep that chance.
He was part of the Lions Den, but they never showed up for any of his matches or anything.
Okay. He never showed up for any of their matches either.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it should. So Dan Murrow, the Lions Den should show up for his matches, but he doesn't have to show up for
because
theirs.
he's not their manager. At the time, Finstock, which we haven't seen that mask and stuff.
No, we talked about that. We talked about will Finstock ever come back? And we said,
Will the mask come back?
No, because Tom has established his character as Tom Dagnino so well that Finstock doesn't need to come back.
It's true.
Lil Bobby Finstock, I would love to see come back, but Harloff said no.
Let's do this. Let's do it.
Because, and I mean, this was, again, for some people, you know, it's just
Get
like
out of here, you
there
idiot.
were these warring factions.
Listen, you ain't gonna worry about it. You gonna hold on to that belt when I beat you? I don't think so. I've been working my ass off to fight Dan Murray, and now the time has come.
I'm sorry, that gets me. That gets me every time.
Amazing.
You need to fear me.
Oh
You
man.
need to fear me. You need to fear me for what I'm so hard.
Get out of here, you idiot.
You don't mess up questions.
You don't
therefore
lose.
I can't. So I've come for you, man.
I
I've worked my whole year to have my shot at the title.
You realize the way this works around here is that somebody beats you and then I beat them. That's how this works around here.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm coming for that, and I'm coming for those.
It's actually hilarious to think that in the career of the Schmoedown, Dan Murrow has beat John Roca once.
Yeah.
Only once. Then again, Mark Riley has only beat John Roca once, so I guess there's...
Has anyone beat John Roca twice? In singles.
Patriots.
In singles.
It's single. I'm sorry? No, I don't. Nope.
I
No.
didn't see an Ellis one.
No.
Which, for Santa Claus, I needed to know if he was going to bring me.
I
presents.
don't. No, yeah, no. Weird. Yeah. I mean, maybe it could be a thing where maybe there was something wrong with the video or the audio.
So distraught. Yeah, Christian, release the tapes.
Release the tape.
Release
What is
the
Ellis
tape.
saying in the interview?
Yeah, but
What is he
I
saying?
think
We
in one of
need
the
to
other
know. Oh, there.
No, I think this is what they
Oh,
do.
there's
at
the
the
mark.
exit.
There's the mark. Okay.
Yeah,
And that's he's like resting
take
his
that
stomach
back.
on the.
Apologies, Carla.
Riley, if they don't have a Riley interview, then release the tapes.
Had a Riley interview. I sat there and I cried through most of it.
Go back and rewatch if Riley had an exit interview, and then we'll text him. Release the tapes.
He did.
I think there was a match in which they didn't interview the other person, because I think Sasha said we're going to go over to this other interview, but then they went back to the thing. I don't know.
I mean, there's been a couple times where like the person has like stormed off, but
And they just don't want to be interviewed.
right, that's different.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I
That's
mean,
a new.
I think they had Emma sort of talking to Rachel before, but
And
then it
again,
wasn't
I've said
much.
this multiple times. I love that. At this point, it's just family game night. We're not even talking about the video that's on the screen.
Well, yeah, but I thought that we said that this was going to be like us reminiscing about the entire year of Schmoedown.
And just, I mean, and let's just think about this year we've had. I will be someone to say it. I think this year, 2017 season was so amazing.
So good.
So amazing. There was so
Yeah.
the additions of new factions and new teams and just the whole feel. It just felt like there was this. By the time they got to Spectacular, they knew where they knew the announcement. Yep.
Yeah, that's and then you get the picture montage.
And I mean, listen, guys. So you sat with us for the past what feels like 4 hours. We sat here. We talked about 3 hours 23 minutes. We talked about the Schmoedown. We talked about a lot. Maybe not so much about Spectacular, but more about the 2016 team, about 2017, about this thing that we all love so much. So I'm just gonna go around the board and just get everyone's general thoughts on wherever Schmoedown has come since Campion vs. Merle or since Spectacular. Kristen, what are your feelings on Schmoedown?
I mean, it's come a long way, and the fan base has come a long way too. Because before, I mean, the fan base was huge, but we're very, very invested now. A lot of people maybe a little bit too invested, and then they go crazy and they say stupid things Not Matt. I'm saying about the people who go crazy and like it's rigged, blah blah. Like there are some people who are crazy, and then there are people who are like diehard fans. And I think there are so many of those now, and that it's just drawn a lot of people together. It's drawn so much joy and like passion out of people. Like, look, like we started, not we, like, but the Take 3 channel started to try and do, like, not necessarily to do just the trivia, but that was one of the first things that they did. And it was because of the Schmoedown. And there's a lot of things that other people are doing because of the Schmoedown. Like, there are people who have started their channels based on what this has done and what it's inspired in them. And I think that's awesome. It's not just the videos, it's not just the storylines, it's how it impacts all the fans, how it impacts everyone watching. And I think that it's been such a cool year for the Schmoedown and for the fan community in general.
Well said. Malcolm,
Exactly.
what are your feelings on Schmoedown 2016, 2017 so far?
Well, I mean, just rewatching the Spectacular, like, reminds me that this was when the Patriots started their run as team champions. So I was like, they've been going all year, and like, if you told me like last year that we'll get Leonard Moulton in a Schmoedown, I would have laughed. Said, that's no way that's ever gonna. I mean, we've had so many like new teams like Team Action, Above the Line, just come in and just run wild. It's like, then you have like some of the older people like Mark Riley and Dan Merle saying they're going to take a break. It's like, which both of them broke my heart. Like they said they're going to take a break, and then you've got like Christian who's saying that when he loses again, he's probably going to take a break, go like do commissioner stuff. So I mean, it's just
changing
so
of the
much
guards happening.
So much of a crazy year that I don't know what this is going to look like next year.
Yeah, definitely. Chris Clark, what are your feelings on Schmoedown?
Well, this year's been great. The matches, the game has just evolved into something that's fantastic. The fan community has been amazing. Not necessarily the outcomes of some matches left a lot for me to be desired. But other than that, it's been a fantastic, and Christian should be proud of himself for this entire season, and I can't wait for the future. And 2018 is going to be the year of Bibbs, the year of Burnett, and the year of I Told You So, and the hashtag No Sigh. So I look forward to next year.
Definitely.
I'm going to have to make another meme.
And for me, I mean, I've been watching Schmoedown since John Campion made that video to Dan Merle. I got hooked based off of that. I have been watching. I've seen every Schmoedown match since 2014 at least once because I'm a crazy person. But you know what? There is a passion that I have for this show, and there's a reason why I'm able to sit on here for over 3 hours, talk about a match I've already seen, talking about this incredible show. And this and that's the thing that I love is this. It's incredible that look at this. I dressed up as this guy to Comic-Con, where there are people who are dressed up as Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and all this, and I stood next to them and I said, "I'm Mark Yodi Riley," and I'm sure.
And they were like, "Who?"
But you know what?
Sorry,
it didn't matter. It didn't matter because that's how much I love this show. And 2017 was the year of Riley. He got the belt back, and I'm so excited. And I can't wait for Spectacular next week. And I certainly can't wait to see how this season is capped and what's going to be built up for next season. Because the Schmoedown, that's, as we talked about, the changes we've seen just from Spectacular from a year ago. Schmoedown is ever evolving. Christian Harloff, Mark Ellis, the crew at Collider. Thank you guys for all the amazing work you guys put in for this amazing show. Now let's go around the board and tell everyone where the good people can find you. Kristen.
Hi. You can. I thought you were going to say something else. Surprise! Nope. You can find me here on the Take 3 channel, watching movies. Sorry, I'm unprepared. leading the watch-alongs and stuff on this channel. You can also find me on my Twitter, Instagram, and Stardust accounts at Smith_K10, the number, not the word. And I have a personal YouTube channel for my reviews and trailer reaction things at The Film Smith.
Malcolm, where can the good people find you?
You can. I'm all over Take 3, and like you can find me on various Take 3 videos. Like you can find me participating in trivia on the Worldwide Movie Trivia Games Network, and you can find me on Twitter at Malcore. That's MALKORE. That's pretty much it.
And Chris Clark, when you and me are not going to kill each other over two guys who just answer movie trivia questions on YouTube, where can the good people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ChrisClark8788. Those numbers mean nothing. You can find me also hosting Suddenly Soundtracks, the show where we dissect a movie musical song by song, judge a movie solely based on the soundtrack that it provides. This week, coming on Monday through Thursday, and then the day after Spectacular, we will be doing a Christmas movie marathon. So check that out, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time each night. And you can, and you can find these guys dancing like dickheads. But you can also find me on YouTube at No Man's Land Entertainment with a giant bottle of scotch and a whipped cream bottle. But anyway, keep rocking, guys, and bada bing, bada boom.
All right. That was an interesting way to end that, Clark. And you guys, as always, you can find me at Kearns_Matthew on Twitter, MattMovie611 on YouTube, and hosting Movie Fandom Show right here on Take 3 Productions. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give us a like, comment, share the video around, and get ready next week. Probably similar lineup. We're going to be watching Spectacular 2017. Until then, take care.